everybody. Welcome to Fiasconauts for May. Yeah, we have a special guest, Ashley Burch.
Hi.
And a special guest, Amanda Troop.
Yeah.
And a just normal,
slightly less special,
non-special guest, Brandon Jones.
Special in a whole different way.
Yeah, special.
One clap.
Yeah. And I'm Ian.
No clap.
So that's so sadly. And I'm Ian.
Trapped in this meat vessel. Today we're playing Back to the Old House. That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's from the Playset Volume 3, and it's gonna get dark. But we're probably gonna make it funny too.
No.
Don't put that pressure.
Yeah.
We can't start
It's a
with
cold
that
day.
kind of promise.
I have no capacity for
A
humor.
thick fog has descended upon Southern California.
It's true.
It actually is kind of true.
It's time
Yeah.
to go back to the old house.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll never do it if I can't find it.
That's the first.
Yeah, the first challenge. Okay, quick refresher on how to play Fiasco, but for a full rundown of how to play, watch our video, How to Throw a Fiasco. I believe it's 20-ish minutes, and it explains how to play this game. This delightful game by Bully Pulpit Games. Whom we've had no relationship with whatsoever. They've never
never really
noticed that we've been doing this.
My goal is to do every single fiasco that's ever been written and then give them a call.
Yeah,
just
it'd be
kinda
like,
check in
we're
with them,
out.
be like, hey,
we ran out.
Yeah.
We ran out.
I just have this fantasy about the people that make this game that like their office is like it's not a real office.
Yeah.
It's like a fictitious office, and the stories are written by these fictitious people, but somehow in their story there's like a wormhole of publishing where the stories come into our universe.
That is its own story.
It's
Yeah.
like some
You just
kind
created your
of
own
being
fiasco.
John Malkovich situation. or
Exactly.
something.
So you can't actually contact them. Like you might in
Yeah.
the future get another story, and it's a story of the people who write Fiasconauts.
Yeah.
Or Fiasco, not the Knots.
Yeah. We're the
the
knots.
knots.
We're going through the transdimensional vortex to enact their playsets.
So why do we have to pay for these?
Huh?
That's my question.
Oh.
Where's the money going?
Yeah, who's
It's a
getting the
pyramid
money?
Scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ponzi's at it again. or
It's
whatever.
whoever makes the wormholes.
Yeah. Oh.
Fucking.
There's
Can
a-
I
Those ain't
first-
cheap.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A reminder: Fiasco is a very adult game.
And this will be a very dark,
Yeah.
presumably. I was
Who
looking at the
knows?
options
Are we
earlier.
going
I
to
was
beep
like,
out our beeps?
No.
No.
Good Lord, no.
Just wondering.
No.
It's enough effort to put music in this blasted thing. I'm not going through.
You'll have to peep yourself.
and yet you use the word blasted.
Yeah. Well, preemptive. Anyways, so Jason Morningstar, by the way, apparently just like exactly how you think he's like an older, like very eccentric guy.
The main guy wrote all
the guy who made this game.
See, it's not even. It
And who
doesn't
does
even
the art as
sound
well.
like
His
Which
name's
I respect.
Jason Morningstar.
Jason
See,
Morningstar.
it's made up. He's not.
That's a
real.
very fiasco name, actually. Now that I think about it.
The next game, yeah, the next
he also
game
makes,
that they made,
sausages
yeah,
because the Morningstar sausage.
the next game that they made is called Ghost Court, and you're like in some kind of like.
Like a objection, that kind of court.
I think so, yeah. Like you're trying to like get some ghosts, like exonerate some ghosts or some
That
weird
sounds
thing. I
hilarious.
kickstarted it, so it'll show up eventually,
cool.
and we'll probably do one. Anyway, so each of us has a relationship between the two of us that is mutually important to both of us. The relationship, and then each relationship will have a need, an object, or a location tied to it that is important to both of us in the relationship. So if it's a need to get rich by stealing the jewels or whatever, both of us want to do that equally. Or like it's important to us, but maybe not even for the same reasons. Yeah. Yeah.
If you
And we
finish
don't
a
know
scene and that didn't come up, doing it wrong. Well, not necessarily the scene, but like if you finish the entire fiasco and that was never discussed by you, incorrect.
I would say the exact opposite of that is true. If the story was good,
Right.
then it don't matter.
Then it does. Okay. Paramount. Rule number one.
Yeah, you don't have to have the pit of spikes, Joe.
Right.
It's okay.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, like the main thing is follow improv rules. Obviously, just
No.
yeah. Yeah. Don't preload. Don't steer. Don't freak out. Don't say no unless it's funny. And then do. say no.
Only say no when it means yes.
Yeah.
No, that
No,
came
no.
out wrong. Can you
Yeah,
edit that
no.
part out?
No, I won't. But we're all on the same
That's
page.
not what I meant at all.
So we're doing Back to the House. Jones, read the thing.
All right.
Even though we have 2 voice actors,
Yes. Suck it, professionals.
they yell
It's-
at me if I don't have Jones read the thing.
Oh, really? That's
It's
funny.
dead dust.
What?
Start again.
seeping-
Start over.
It's
Start over,
dead
start over.
dust.
Read
Okay,
this part too.
The house has been calling you. It's dead dust, breathe seeping through splintered doorways. Breath? Dead dust breath? Dead dust breath is not a thing you usually say that often.
Not often. Not often.
The house has been calling you. It's dead dust breath, seeping through splintered doorways.
It's dead
the dark
dust
hiss
breath.
of long-forgotten stations. Endless nights huddled in the death shed.
Yes.
And tears at bedtime. The house is calling, but you don't pick up. You've tried to forget, to make a fresh start and be somebody new, but it's all bullshit. Everything that counts for anything went down in that fucking house. Bad things happened, and you were a part of it. You left unfinished business. That's why you need to go back. To finish it. To end it all. You would rather not go back to the old house, but you will. Movie night. Mulholland Drive, Sapphire and Steel. Never heard of that. Pan's Labyrinth, The Changeling, The Haunting, original version. A Tale of Two Sisters, Let the Right One In. Book Club, The October Country, Happy Like Murderers. Pump Up the Volume, Winter in the Belly of a Snake, Hatful of Hollow. I'm assuming that means music? There are albums or songs you could listen to? Special Rule,
Whoa.
which I think deserves mention, which I enjoy.
Shrew.
Which I think you might enjoy, Amanda. At the end of the aftermath, after the dice are gone, players should describe something good that happens in the future at the site where the house once stood.
Yay.
So they're
To give
expecting
you
this
any
to
indication
be
of how they're expecting this to
extremely
go.
harrowing.
All right.
You already rolled the dice?
I rolled it. I roll into the dice. So Jones goes Freist and starts picking top categories for the relationships for himself or anyone else, any other
So
relationship.
remind me how the dice work.
So the
in this
dice, there are
part?
numbers on. Show the playset there.
So yeah, everything is always in sixes. So there's six.
Right.
In the relationships, there's 6 categories. Within each of the categories, there's 6 options.
So then you choose, like, I want to use this
You
6
take-
for.
Yeah, you burn
Right.
them.
So if you only have a couple 6s, you got to make sure you really want that 6.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Before
the
you take it away.
last die, the colors don't matter right now, but the last die is wild. So it can be any. So if something is just like, if one of the subcategories is just banging, we can save it for last and then
Right.
fill that in last.
And then we can choose each, like.
Yeah,
Jones
we're
can
doing this
choose
collectively.
Our relationship.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but you have to go from the top. So you have to do a top category first. So you have to do In Dreams before you do like
Right.
one of the baby ones under that.
Gotcha.
I would like to pick Betrayal for you and me.
Okay.
What number is that?
I want to make that interesting. That's a 1.
Okay, we have 1-1
We got
left.
1-1 left.
So we
We're
have
just taking
1-1.
1-1.
Oh, my.
4 3s, 4 4s, and 5 6s, and no 5s.
No 5s.
So we're only picking top categories.
For right,
Correct.
for right now. You
So
can
do
also
we
fill
write-
in
You
Do
could
we
Betrayal
fill
if
in
you
your,
want, but
yeah, you should
Do we
write.
write betrayal
yes,
Betrayal.
on
that
this
is
card?
On this card,
Jones
because it is
should
the
write it.
relationship between you and me.
Jones should write it so you can look at the book
sure.
and
Write
pick the-
betrayal on this card.
Yes,
And then I can pick another large category relationship or a small category.
right, for yours.
For this
For
relationship
betrayal.
only or for any relationship?
You can fill in your betrayal relationship or pick a top category relationship for anyone else.
So you could type ours or
Yeah.
mine and Ian's.
Or me and Jonesy's.
Oh, I want us to do In Dreams.
Okay.
That's a 4. Yeah.
In dreams. Okay. Let's see. Obligation, family, local news.
Funny.
Oh, it's local news tip. Household chores. I'm gonna make.
We can't do local news because we don't have any 5s.
Oh,
Local
oh.
chores are very weird.
Only one too, huh?
Well, that's just like the help.
Burn it.
I think you and Jones should be obligation.
Ooh.
Okay. You've got our card down there, Jones.
Obligation.
Two.
So that's
Obligation.
no more twos.
That's its 5. So actually give that to Jones.
Here you go, Jones.
All right.
A 2 for you.
All right, so I could fill in the bottom categories, but I'll do our big category, I guess. Good lord, what do any of these mean?
1 1, 3 4 4s. Basically, you're good on everything except for
2s and 5s.
2s and 5s.
In Dreams is pretty cool. Household chores is pretty messed up. Chef and meal, plumber and
What?
saboteur, architect and builder, decorator and debt collector, cleaner and dirt, gravedigger and murderer. Good God!
I don't understand chef and meal. Is he a cannibal? I guess he's a cannibal.
Yeah.
I was like, don't you? My God.
Gonna get done.
All right, family.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, what we're moving on?
And then we have. So yeah, we can pick top categories, or I can fill in other stuff. So everyone is going to have a need or
You're
a
not going to fill in
location
bottom categories first?
or an object. Oh, for relationships, sure.
Yeah, I think we need
Usually
more,
that's
we need
what
more
we do,
information.
Okay, so we have obligation. So I don't want to mess with your In Dreams. Or did you do In Dreams? Oh no, you did.
They've got In Dreams. We've got family.
Family.
You can
that's
mess
You
right.
guys have
Stuff.
betrayal.
Okay.
And Jones and I have obligation.
You can mess up all our shit.
Okay, thank you. Family. So we no twos and no fives.
No twos and no fives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only one.
So family, childhood accomplices, which is pretty sweet. Parent and child, Auntie Beryl and Uncle Death, which I know you'd love to play Uncle Death. Number 5, no. Rival devoted siblings. I kind of like childhood accomplices, but
I'm a fan of
Obligation.
Auntie Beryl.
That would be for
and
us,
Uncle
right?
Death.
That's it for us.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny to me.
How do you feel about Auntie Death?
Would you rather
I'd
be Auntie?
rather be
I think
Auntie Death.
Ian would rather be Auntie Death.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
can maybe swap it. You
Auntie
can be
Beryl.
You can be Uncle Beryl and Auntie Death. And then
I'd be
obligation.
Uncle Beryl if you wanted to be Auntie.
Peter
Auntie
and
Beryl,
Fed. Yeah.
The second
Auntie
word
Death.
ain't the part I care about.
Yeah.
Sure. Auntie Beryl and Uncle Death. Let's do it.
All right.
For family.
Barrel is spelled weird, right?
Beryl. The name, not the thing you put wine in.
Oh, did you
Like
you
Queen
read
Beryl from
it?
Sailor Moon.
Oh, we don't have any fives.
have
That's
no
why you didn't
fives.
read
What
it.
number was that?
Too bad.
That was number 4.
We have 6s, 3s.
Oh, wait, what was
a
family?
1.
Family
Family's,
was.
Yeah.
3?
Oh yeah, family's 3.
Family's 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Let's fill in our betrayal, honey. Let's do.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do. So our choices are benefactor and imposter, blackmailer and victim, bully and bullied, or agent and double agent. And you know which one I like.
Agent and double agent? Okay.
So 6.
It's our first 6. So take that
Okay,
over
let's see.
there.
So we're figured out. Y'all are not figured out, right? Obligation.
Obligation and In Dreams.
And In Dreams. Amnesiac and Fantasist, Ancient Child, and Imaginary Friend. Ancient Child.
Whoa.
The
What a
ancient
provocative
child.
phrase.
Ancient child and
Makes me think
imaginary
of Golden
friend.
Child, that
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
Murphy
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, totally.
We dreamed the same dream. Hunter and hunted. It landed in the desert, and we took it home. These are really
But we
interesting.
can't have all of them. We can only have some.
Right.
We can only have 1, 3, 4, and 6.
And then for obligation, we got feeder and fed,
Ugh.
clown and machinist.
Whoa.
What does that even mean? Master and servant, nurse and patient, feeder and fed.
I could be your servant, aka a double agent.
I kind of like master and servant. I'm gonna do master and servant for you guys.
Yes.
Okay, what number is that?
4.
4. Here's a 4, Jones.
Ah.
Ah! Oh,
Hello.
right. I have things to do. All right, so I'm doing In Dreams. 1, 3, 4, 6. Amnesiac and Fantasist. Ancient Child. Oh, we can't do Ancient Child.
Oh no.
We dreamed the same dream. Hunter and hunted. One heard the voice. One made the plan. Whoa.
Oh, that one's kind of cool.
All right. One heard the voices. One made the plan. Does that sound good to you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Just be advised that an ancient child could exist in this world. though.
An ancient
right.
child
Note
probably does
ancient
exist.
child.
Note. So now we can do 2 relationships will end up with a need, and we should space them out so not the same person doesn't have 2 needs. And then one relationship will have a location, and one relationship will have an object.
So now it's...
Oh, and yours is filled in too?
Yeah.
Or between
We've
your
got
names?
all of our relationships.
Yay.
Everyone should have 2 dice associated. Yeah, there we go. We've done it so far. We didn't screw up the dice.
Nice.
I feel like we do every time.
Objects are fun. Food and drink. Okay, so we can't do 2s or 5s.
Correct.
So we have food and drink, working from home, dangerous, or keepsakes. Dangerous, obviously.
Yeah.
Dangerous, yes.
What number is that?
I'll put that between the two of you.
Okay.
You have a dangerous
We have a
object.
dangerous
What number is
object.
that?
4.
4.
We're out of 4s.
Just one dangerous object.
Dangerous.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that sound.
Object. Dangerous. Good movie title.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was trying to piece that movie together.
Yeah.
Object dangerous. Would it be like Mission Impossible? Would there be
Right.
like a semicolon?
I
between
think there's a
object and dangerous?
colon.
I think,
yeah.
I think there have to be a colon.
It would be a colon, though. No.
If you were to do a sequel to Object Dangerous, would it be Object Dangerous 2 or would it be Object
Something else.
Promiscuous?
It'd probably be like a post-apocalyptic movie where there's a female protagonist. And everyone calls her an object. And then she breaks out.
Whoa. Whoa.
Starring Scarlett Johansson or Shirley
Oh, yeah. Both.
Um,
They're sisters.
I'm gonna give us food and drink.
Okay.
So that's the one.
We're also gonna have an object. Keep in mind we can also have a location or a
Oh, yeah.
or a need.
You
Doesn't
should
have to
have
be
a
objects.
location or a need, not an object.
Oh, so should we
Sorry.
go back to locations and needs?
In fact, this relationship and Jones and my relationship should have needs.
Okay.
And you and Jones should have a location. Probably.
Okay.
Just so they're spread out. You know what I mean?
All right. So
It doesn't has to be that.
Sorry,
Doesn't
steal
have
a
to be
cool
that way.
object.
it's all good. It's all good.
And 1, 3, and 6.
3, 6.
1, 3, and 6.
Really good. Oh boy. So let's give us transport.
Okay,
Okay.
that's our location.
That's
That's our location.
for betrayal.
Yeah, I mean, we could also do darkness or home comforts. So, do either of those speak to you more? So, transport could
You have
include.
1, 3, and 6.
No, if we take the one for transport, then we would have
then you'd have
between
3 or
3 and
6.
6. So, if we did transport, we could have the rear of the last night bus or a tandem bicycle.
I like an agent and a double agent on a
A
tandem.
tandem bicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I kind of,
pretty great.
I'm kind of digging it. If we did darkness, then we could do in a beautiful sunlit garden and death on the stairs or in the tunnels under the house. And if we did home comforts, we could have the radio room, the basement pump room, or the feeding paraphernalia room.
I'm feeling tunnels under the house, but like I kind of think tunnels under the house is just gonna happen.
We
no
could
matter
just
what.
Yeah.
Once we've picked everything, I'll read through all the locations just
Right.
so that we have them in our minds.
Yeah.
Because that's usually helpful.
I do really like the whimsicalness of you guys being
The
on a
tandem bicycle is
Yeah,
it's
so
like
let's-
too
let's-
cute.
Let's
yeah.
keep it.
It's
Tandem
a
bicycle.
And we're trying to keep this
well,
like
just
a light-
location.
Location.
That's what you're
We'll keep
picking.
location, and then later we'll be able to
Yeah,
select
we'll fill
the
in
tandem bicycle.
bicycleta later.
So you and I need a need.
Yeah.
And then you guys
Jones
also
and I
need
need
a
a
need.
need. Yeah.
Okay, so we only have 3s and 6s left?
Yeah.
To get revenge, to be loved. To get revenge on the family on a okay. Would be to get revenge on a coward, on the one who brought you back.
Whoa.
That's cool.
And Steve.
To be loved by the voices,
Whoa.
by your victims. These are all
Voices
good.
again. The voices again.
These
voices,
3s and
the
6s.
voices.
These is a good holdout actually. 'Cause These are pretty good. Okay,
Also-
so what's ours? One who heard the voice, one made the plan. I mean, the voices for us fits, but
Does
maybe
it
that's
fit
too
too
easy.
well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe too easy.
Also, bear in mind that if one of these, like the top category, we're locked in, but if one of them is like amazing in there, we could save it to the end and use our wild on
That's
it.
true.
So, like, if you want to read the other ones and see if one of them's like
To feed.
just too fire.
I
So it would still be within to get love and to get revenge.
think to get revenge and to be loved are pretty good.
We're locked into those two. So
Oh, I see what
we
you're saying.
have to
Yes,
do
right.
those, yeah.
But within the subcategories.
Within those, we could do a wild. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So you guys, what are you guys again? You are
I don't even know. I should write
master
this down.
and servant.
Master and servant, right?
Obligation, master, and servant.
Obligation, master, and servant. I kind of want to put to be loved on you guys.
Okay.
That's our need.
Yeah.
Or is that the category?
That's a need of
Okay.
That's your need.
To be loved. So what number was that?
That is 6.
Here's a 6, Jones.
All
This is a
right.
3.
So you borrow.
Okay. Y'all need a need.
We need a need.
I mean, I guess I could do revenge. Just because we have a 3.
To get revenge.
Yeah. Just to space them out. Here, you want me to... Did we read all of them? So under To Get Revenge, we've got on the family, on a murderer, on a coward, on a traitor, on the one who forgave you, on the one who brought... I mean, on the one who brought you back is like 2.
It's like too good. That's the one it has to be. I feel.
6, to be loved until Tuesday. By the mourners, by the voices, by the family, by the old ones. Oh, Lovecraft. By your victims.
That's all I can think of. Horizon, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the old society is called the old ones, and I say that phrase
okay.
like 3,000 times in that game.
I guess
like
it
the
would be
concept just
the
slipping
great
the
old
old
ones.
ones, and there's like, oh yeah, and old ones.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
whoa, hold on, wait.
And the eldritch horrors
You know.
from beyond.
Like you do.
The unnameable.
3 and 6.
And then... So wait. We have a dangerous object that hasn't been filled in. They have a need to get revenge that hasn't been filled in.
Oh,
You
dangerous
have a
object.
tandem bicycle that's just probably going to
Just
happen.
waiting. Yeah.
That needs to be filled in still.
You want to write tandem bicycle under location while I...
Well, sure, but what
Well,
number
that
is that?
that burns
burns
somebody's
it.
turn. Like, so that's somebody's turn.
Is that your turn, honey?
Oh, then that'll be my turn, yeah.
Okay,
we can...
so find that. What is that?
It's a 6, right?
Oh, boy, I hope
I think
so,
it's a
yeah.
6.
It's a die either way.
Correct, 6. Location's tandem bicycle, done.
And then we wanted for the one who brought you back on ours, right? Which I think is also a 6. So we
Yeah.
can also make it wild if we wanted to save it to last, right?
Yeah, but that was the best one in that category. Like, bar
Need to get
none.
revenge and the one who brought you back. Yep.
But we also have To Be Loved
And our dangerous object.
and a dangerous.
So let's look at dangerous objects and see if one of these is like amazing.
I'm so
And we
excited
could
for
save
that.
it for a wild card.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Last Will and Testament, Box of Old Letters, Cage, Get Better Medicine, Faulty Generator, or Valium Harpoon.
What is a Valium harpoon?
Throw it and it's sticking to someone and then knock them out, I guess, or like...
Oh, it's like coated in Valium. It's been like soaking in liquid Valium or something.
That's hilarious.
But between 3 and 6,
Get
it's
Better
a Cage
pills.
or a Valium Harpoon.
Or we save it for wild.
Or you save it for wild.
So what are to be loved again? Because everything else is filled in, right?
Except for To Get Revenge. It's To Get Revenge, our object.
Oh yeah,
and
but To
then-
Get Revenge is going to be on the one who brought you back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we could just do that.
And then
To Be Loved Until Tuesday, by the mourners, by the voices, by the family, by the old ones, by your victims.
and then on the table we have for By the Voices and By Your Victims. By the Voices is interesting, but there's
Yeah, I mean, I'm
there's-
down
there's
for whatever.
lots.
Get Better Pills is really funny to me. Or
For
whatever.
object?
Get
No,
Better
you would need-
Medicine.
I think you need a wild for that one.
Yeah.
So
So we could do By the Voices for loved. And
So let's go ahead and I'll use mine for this one.
To Get
To Get
Revenge.
Revenge on the one who brought you back.
on the one who brought you back.
Very good. All right. So then now we need object and To Be Loved.
And we were satisfied with To Be Loved by the voices?
Well, let's see. Until Tuesday is kind of awesome, maybe. By the Mourners.
It's so funny. But it's
By the Voices. I mean, the By the Voices is maybe actually too on the nose.
Is it?
But we don't have voice... That would be the only
It's
thing
not-
about the voices.
Right.
There's
between
something
Ian
about
and
Until
myself.
Tuesday, though. It's like a ticking time
But if
bomb
we
that I don't
pick the
understand.
wild for that, then what are we stuck with for...
For object?
Valium Harpoon and something else.
Actually,
No, we have
just
two.
Oh, we
threes.
just have 3s now.
Cage.
So just
It'd
the
be
cage.
So it's just a cage.
We're just.
So what do
are
we
these
want
mine?
more, Cage or
Those are all on that
To
relationship.
Be Loved by voices?
Uh,
Or which one are we more comfortable with
both
having?
could. I mean, both like steer the story in a way. Mm-hmm. You know, like if Auntie Beryl and Uncle Death have a cage, I kind of feel like they just do automatically anyway.
Yeah.
There's a cage somewhere in this house.
I'm comfortable with us having a cage.
All right, we can have a cage.
Okay. So then the wild is for To Be Loved.
So what
And
do
then
we...
you kind of just get
What do we
whatever
want
you
to
want.
cash that wild in on?
Yes.
Oh wait, I think I need a die.
Yeah, one of those is tandem bicycle. It's
No,
all right.
I mean on the one who brought.
they don't really matter.
For
It's
on
just,
the one who brought you back.
Yeah, I think
You
they
got
only
one,
matter
okay.
to keep track of how many we have left.
I just want to make sure that
Yeah.
it got divided.
Yeah. So what is this? To be loved? Mm-hmm. All right. So what do we all think? Until Tuesday, by the mourners, by the voices, by the family, by the old ones, by your victims.
I like Until Tuesday, by the voices, or by your victims. Those are my favorites.
By your victims is definitely the most like rife.
Yeah.
It's very.
Until
very
Tuesday is funny
Right.
or really really sad.
Or there's a weird ticking time bomb.
that would denote,
Yeah.
some kind of countdown or
Or like
ritual
you
we're
just
about
have
to do or
stay
something.
in the house until Tuesday.
Right. Yeah.
By Your Victims is interesting too.
But I kind of like how By the Voices weaves in the voices again. But maybe the voices can't be heard by other people. I don't know.
What I do like about it is it implies that perhaps the voices are real and not just in someone's head.
Aren't they?
Aren't they?
I think they are too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I'd be cool with any of those. Anyone have a hard feeling anyway?
I think my preference is By Your Victims, maybe.
All right.
But that's just me.
Great.
By your victims.
It's very, very sick.
Okay, and I'll run down the locations
Lots of guilt in
while
this
we're
relationship.
thinking of our character names.
Oh, right. Well, I guess we
I guess
have
we
them.
kind of have built-in ones.
Uncle Death.
Yeah.
I mean, those could be your cute nicknames.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Death.
Hello. Nicest guy.
Yeah.
So for locations, we've got transport, elevator, ghost train, the rear of the last night bus, old burnt-out car in the woods, clinging to the back of a demon, tandem bicycle. My God, we
Definitely got the sweetest one of,
We
of
could,
the
yeah,
ones.
we could just go anywhere with this. Crime scenes, caravan you grew up in, behind the big iron gate at the scrap yard, behind the bins at the service station, room where all the killing will happen. Room where all the kissing did happen. Top floor of the Crestmore, Upper West Side, New York City. Whoa. Darkness in a beautiful sunlit garden, under the monster's bed, and death on the stairs, at a terrible performance, in the little box, in the tunnels under the house. Outside at the crossroads on the bridge immediately after the accident, at another funeral, the hospital incinerator, in the long dark trenches.
Good lord.
Yeah, between the cracks, an impossible beach. Whoa. In the fire of burning souls, my God. In the rowboat with a dead hare. Inside a hologram of her bedroom. Lost in television, trapped under the ice.
Oh my gosh.
This is
lost
like
in
literally
So many
every
it's
80s horror
anywhere.
movie.
Yeah.
Home comforts, radio room, cupboard under the stairs, basement pump room, forgotten attic, Wunderkammer, dark stairway to the battlefield, feeding paraphernalia room, and that's in quotes, feeding paraphernalia.
It reminds me of Phantasmagoria in
Yeah.
that part where he's like got the funnel in her mouth and is like just like smushing like meat down her
Yeah.
throat. Do you remember that part of that?
I think
game?
so.
Anybody? It's a video game I played with my dad when I was a kid.
I played a lot of Seventh Guest with my dad.
Yeah, me too.
Similar vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we writing our characters?
Clearly,
into
the
these?
doorway
Are
of
we-
the forgotten attic leads to the impossible beach.
Yeah. The Impossible
The
Beach.
impossible beach. I like that.
It's pretty
That's
great.
impossible beach.
So
Yes.
agent and double agent.
Right. Are we going to establish beforehand who is the
Master and
agent and who is the double agent? If I'm the
No.
servant, I might potentially be a double
I think
agent.
we can't say who is the double agent. We're
Okay.
just agents.
We're just agents.
And then we'll let
Well,
the
then we
story
need, well,
determine.
But my
Agents
my,
of what organization?
True.
X-Files or something?
right. But I
X
think,
Files or something?
X-Files or
X-Files
something?
but I think I'm pretty
X-Files
I'm then pretty well established. I think
got a
we need-
Mulder
I
and
think we should
Scully
probably start with the two of you and figure out what
Is it okay for me
or
to write my
you
name?
really,
Yeah.
because
I
it's
know
like you both live in
got
the
it.
house
We both live in the house, apparently.
and I'm your servant, so I live in the house too. So what's your
It would
deal?
make sense if you're my servant, yes.
Who are you?
I'm leaning towards. So yeah, I'm leaning towards. Oh, you got it. Oh, good.
Oh my
Write
goodness.
it
So
on
you're
this side,
Stu.
too, so
Oh,
we can
You're
see.
Stu.
My name is
Okay.
Stu Death.
Delicious. Death stew.
Stu doesn't look like a real name now that I've written it.
I like it.
Veronica Death Barrel.
It's a hyphenate.
You kept. Oh yeah, you kept your name. That's sweet.
We could go Adam's Family with this whole thing too, where
That's
it's
true.
like zany instead of messed
Horrifying,
Up.
yeah.
Like the most
What's-
screwed up thing you've ever
Schmutz.
heard of.
Your name is Schmutz?
My name is Schmutz.
Oh my god. That's a fantastic name.
That's it.
Schmutz.
No last name, just
Schmutz.
Schmutz.
Just Schmutz.
It's your
Oh, wait,
agent.
oh, wait,
your
oh.
agent Schmutz.
Agent Schmutz. Yeah.
Agent Schmutz. Okay, so now, well, we'll get into that in a minute. But these are colors now instead of numbers.
Right.
I'm thinking like Agent Schmutz. No.
Oh lord, this is gonna get weird.
I wouldn't have like Alana Bailey. No. Agent. You already have a Veronica.
It's a go-to. I may have been Veronica once before in Fiasconauts, as a matter of fact. I should have spelled it with a K.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
I always regretted that my parents didn't put a K in there.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
Ink. Ink. Pink.
I think I'll be Virginia. Will be my first name, but I go by Ginny. And my last name will be. Is it too stupid to be like Mort Day? So it's like instead of birthday, it's death day.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that good?
I'm
Okay.
I'm happy with it.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little stupid, but it's enough stupid. I'm just.
It's our kind of stupid.
And I go by Jenny. So
And you wrote agent on the card, so you're coming in blazer badge.
I mean, it's not unknown.
And right in the back too, so we can.
But
see
it might be like you don't know who I am, but they can know who I am.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I know who you are because we work together. We just don't know which one of us is the double agent.
I don't know that either of us suspects that there could be a double agent at this point.
Okay, but we're familiar with each other. We work for the same agency.
Not necessarily.
We got to establish something.
One of you could work for the
Do
X
we?
Files. One of you could work for the Y Files.
Oh.
Because here's why I
What
bring
do
it
they
up.
do?
Because I'm starting.
Whatever.
I'm going to be starting this Fiasconauts, so I could just write it for us in 30 seconds.
It's
Why
a
would
threat.
you do that?
Because we have to do a story, and I have to establish something.
I love how
So I would
awkward
prefer
this
to.
is
I mean,
right
I guess
now.
I don't have to establish it.
Why don't you just take care of yourself? Why don't you just start with some simple day in the life stuff?
Well,
I think
there.
a scene is happening right now.
Act
All the
zero.
relationships are really established instead, other than yours.
You
So I
guys
just
can also have a
wanted
scene.
This is true.
Yeah,
just
I don't
wanna
know
get
why.
us-
I don't know why you need to establish it before we even begin.
I'm just nervous. We're gonna back ourselves into a corner where that beautiful tandem bicycle is impossible. But I guess not.
He's
I guess
very
nothing
worried
is,
about the
I guess
objects.
nothing is. Yeah.
It's
Brendan is
not
always
going
very
to
worried about
happen.
the
This is
objects.
all very accessible. I'm more
It's like
concerned
I
about
keep
getting
riding
to
in
the
the tandem
feeding
bicycle to be near
paraphernalia
us, but I'm
room.
never courageous enough to put both of us on it. And it's always nearby.
The tandem bicycle could just be at the house already.
I mean, I have an idea. Do you want us to help? Do you want me to start the story? Do we not start the story?
No.
All right,
I've sat in this chair
Y'all,
and I'll sit in it.
because I have a great idea.
I'm sure you do.
you guys all
Hold on to that.
You guys okay? You
we're
all right
good.
now? Okay. Jesus God. Why don't we tell everyone briefly who we are?
What?
Just like say your name so I can end this setup.
My name is
Okay.
Brandon. I am playing Schmutz.
They know you're all right.
Is it Schmutz or Schmutz?
I pronounce it Schmutz.
Great.
but,
Schmutz?
I'm Amanda Troop, and I'm playing Agent. What?
They know who we are. It's fine. Everything's good. Everything's great. We're doing a good job. Fiasconauts. Fiasconauts episode 8.
You don't need to say your real name. I goofed.
We don't need to slate.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Okay, well, whatever. Whoever I am, I'm playing Agent Virginia more today, but you can just call me Jenny.
My name is Ashley Sybil Burch, daughter of Kamoon Trushinsky and David Burch. And
First of my name.
First of my name, last
The
of my
Unburnt.
house.
The Unburnt. And I'm playing Stu Death.
I am Ian Hink. I am represented by Easy Allies. Veronica Death Barrel is my character. Yes.
Yes.
Nails.
Anyway.
Good, we did it.
Prepare your minds and gird your loins for what is certain to be a very bizarre Fiasconauts coming up right now. All right, Act 1 starts now. Go, Johns.
Schmutz. It's outside.
Schmutz.
It's raining. He's in the back of the house. Schmutz is a short man. Stocky. Lots of wrinkles on his face. Lots of battle scars. Schmutz has seen it. And just kind of waddles over to the death shed.
Yeah.
Opens it up. And he's got a little pouch with him, a little bag. Takes a leg out, puts it in the bag. Takes an arm
Out of the shed?
out of the shed. There's a big pile of different sorts of
That's where you keep
appendages.
them. Yeah.
Takes an arm out. There's like an ear on the arm stuck to it. Just peels the ear off, throws it back in. And thinks it's a head. He's not sure. He's like takes the head, puts it in the bag, zips it up, closes the death shed. Goes. We're doing this the whole time.
Isn't that what we're doing?
goes to the back door of the house, opens it very slowly, and Stu Death is in the entryway, and Schmutz approaches Stu. The body part, sir.
Thanks, Schmutz. Did you close the shed?
I closed the shed.
Good boy. I need these to make my death stew.
Is that enough?
we got an arm, a leg. Now I need a neck. Are we out of necks?
Only one way to find out. Schmutz waddles back out to the death shed. He's got to sift through some stuff, find some things that are neck-shaped, but are not necessarily necks. Finally finds 2 different necks. Wants to give you an option. brings them back in. Holds up both of the necks.
The fat one.
He puts the other neck in his pocket. Just keep that one.
All right, Schmutz. Look, I'm gonna need you to take a couple days off.
Oh, okay.
Me and the missus, we got some stuff we gotta figure out here, and we can't have you around for the next couple of days. It's gonna be loud, lots of construction going on. So anyway, I just need you to take off for a couple of days. I'm not gonna pay you.
All right.
Still!
What?
Is he gone yet?
No, I'm just telling him to leave now.
Did you get necks for the stew?
I got the one neck. I got a fat neck for the stew.
A nice fat neck.
Yes, I got a fat neck for the stew.
All right. Well, get rid of Schmutz.
I'm doing it. If you let me do it, I would do it.
Schmutz, get out.
Can I borrow the bicycle?
Can you borrow the bicycle, Veronica?
Which one?
Which one?
The tandem.
The tandem one.
What the hell do you want a tandem
What do you
bicycle
want a tandem
for? He's
bicycle
always
for? You're
alone.
always alone.
I'm gonna be gone for 2 days. I might want to make a friend.
Ain't nobody gonna want to be friends with you,
Hey, he
Schmutz.
wants to make a friend. That's hilarious.
You're
no one
barely
likes
a
you,
human
Schmutz.
being, Schmutz.
There's like a teddy bear on the floor by the couch. I just like pick up the I I could put the teddy bear on the seat and I could feel like I have a friend.
Just give him the damn tandem bicycle.
Take the tandem bicycle. You might want to hose it off. Tell him to hose it off.
You might want to hose it off because there's a lot of neck juice on that.
Yeah.
You know we don't have a hose.
Use the blood hose.
You want neck juice or you want a blood? You want a blood bike.
I just want the bike. I'll get out of your hair.
All right, get out of here, Schmutz.
Schmutz waddles towards the back of the house. There's a small garage at the end of a long driveway, and inside it are numerous bicycles.
Yeah. Most of them are covered in various fluids.
The tandem bike is actually so like fluid laden that the wheels don't actually move that well, so he has to kind of just walk it
It just slides.
down. Yeah, so there's enough mud in the driveway, he just kind of slides it.
Yeah.
And gradually makes it off of the property and out of Stu and Veronica's hair for now. End of scene.
Shocking turn.
Wow. That's it. My appointment didn't last
Mundane.
long. Servant no longer. So,
What were some of our locations that we were?
Pretty much any weird
Any-
thing.
Oh, and I forgot to include this, but Schmutz offered some apologies to the various body parts. He was very guilt.
Ridden.
I don't mean this isn't personal. I want to be loved by my victims.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
Can we move forward, or do we have to do a roll?
We
or
better
something?
move forward.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Was that a success or failure? Yeah. So I forgot.
I think I probably failed.
I guess yeah.
I wanted to
Here
make
you
Death
go.
Stew,
Or
but
take a black one from your side.
Yeah.
So you can establish or resolve a scene, and if you establish, that means you come up with where you're at and what's going on, and then everyone else, generally silently during the scene, holds up a white die or a black die, which indicates a success for your character, a white die, or a failure for the
Well,
character.
he got the bicycle.
He did get the bicycle.
But I got kicked out of the.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's. The
But you
thing I
wanted the bicycle, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure. To win.
yeah, and or if you resolve the scene, like if you don't know where you want to start or whatever, everyone else can come up with where you start, and then you choose a white or black die for yourself at the end. In Act 1, you give the dice away, so you have to give the white die to somebody else. In Act 2, you keep them.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't super matter.
So
give that die away, John.
in her dream.
You're just not gonna do it.
Oh, I gotta do it now.
I just
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll get.
wait. Oh,
kicking me
for
out of
just.
the house.
Oh, I see. So you get the die. You get to take the die and.
You're
Give it
assigned the
someone.
die so that during the scene, typically, so you know
Either a
which
black
way
or
it's
white,
gonna go.
and then you hand that off to someone you.
In Act 1, you
think
give it
did a
away.
good job.
Yeah, and then in
Cool.
Act 2, you keep it.
In her dream,
Oh wow.
Agent Virginia Morte rides on the back of a demon. Her fingers are woven through its snarling, strange, penumbrous hair. She sees tentacles extending out into the darkness, and everywhere around her is the voice, the voice, the voice. When she wakes, she's in a cold sweat in a dingy motel room on the outskirts of a godforsaken town.
God forsake.
Good setup.
Well, another day for the life of Agent Virginia Morte. Where every day, it seems there's another investigation. She rubs the sleep out of her eyes and rolls over to check the clock. 6:30 a.m. She knows she's gonna meet her contact at some point in the next day, but she doesn't know exactly who this is or what he's gonna look like, or if it's a he at all. All she knows is to be ready and waiting at this stupid motel. That's all I wanted to contribute this time. Is there more that I should add?
I imagine
Well-
your contact might show up.
Oh, okay.
You can just jump to that if you
Let's
want.
jump to it.
Someone else should be involved in some way.
Virginia showers, dresses in a sensible outfit of khaki pants, loafers, a button-up blue shirt, and a blazer. She thinks this looks normal. She pulls her auburn hair back into a sensible bun, polishes her glasses for reading only,
Oh.
places those in her pocket, and of course checks that her gun is loaded but safe and tucked away somewhere accessible. She opens her journal and writes down the contents of her dreams. She tries to remember what the voices said, but it's all hazy, and unfortunately, she just doesn't know. Was it ancient child? That couldn't be right. That seems like something she just made up on the spot. Suddenly, the phone on her nightstand rings. It's one of those old phones made out of whatever, bakelite or whatever that shit is that they used to make old phones out of, and it rattles more than a ring, and she picks it up rapidly because it makes her head pound like she has a hangover. Hello, this is Agent Morte.
This is Agent Mutz.
Shit. You?
I got out early. I got no place to stay. I gotta meet with you.
Agent Mutz. I can't believe they assigned us together again after the last thing that happened.
You think I got a choice of who we get assigned to? You think I'm happy about this? We got a job to do. Where do you want to meet?
I'm at the Green Life Motel. Meet me in the parking lot.
All right. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
And bring some kind of transportation.
I'll do the best I can.
All right. That seemed like a success.
Yes, I would say.
Okay.
So then
And
you
then I
give
give
that
it-
to someone else, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Here you go, honey.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
All right. So now it's Stu Death's turn.
Let's see. We got a cage. Okay. So after sending Schmutz off into the world to die or whatever, because we don't apparently care about him very much, Stu calls up to... It's Veronica, right?
Yeah.
Veronica. Because his hand is... Stu is not an attractive man. He looks kind of like Steve Bannon.
Oh, God.
Which is all the description you need. And much like Steve Bannon, looks like he's decomposing, but unlike Steve Bannon, actually is. So he looks at his arm, and it's starting to not fade like Marty McFly or anything, but it's starting to just actually decompose in front of him. And he's annoyed by this. It seems like a constant thing that is always happening to him. He goes, Veronica!
What?
I need you down here to make this stew. My arm's gonna fall off.
Your arm's gonna fall off.
It's already degrading.
Hang on, I'll bring the salve. Veronica enters, and she is impossibly tall and yet somehow hunched, and waifishly thin, and yet somehow it seems to take up a lot of space. She kind of drifts over, and just kind of like takes... She's got a big, like, drum, a rusted metal, kind of like foot-high, roundish drum, and she takes a wooden spoon and just like plops a bunch of schmutz on you. No relation. And then rubs it in. And then she uses the same spoon without tapping it off or anything to stir the death stew.
Thanks, doll.
Anything for you? We're like the same voice. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know why I have the same voice.
You transplants from
Married
New
couples,
Jersey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Start to sound alike, I guess.
I swear to God, I can't just keep making death stews and putting salve on. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be dead 30 years now. We keep having to just pull stupid motherfuckers in and chop them up and so we can drink this stew. What kind of life is this?
It's the life that we've got, Stu.
What kind of life? What kind of life? I used to be a banker. I had money. I had a much hotter wife than you.
Stu!
And now...
You know I don't like it when you talk about her.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm feeling annoyed, and you know what? Now we got Schmutz out of the house. We need to try to do this ritual, because I can't live another day like this.
Well, we got until tomorrow night to prepare, And then, by then, if we screw it up, you won't exist. So, we gotta get it right.
All right, what else do we need? We got the cage.
But I need to ask you something. Stu,
Yeah.
sweetie, do you want this ritual to succeed?
Yeah, I want the ritual to succeed. Why else have been chopping up body parts?
Well, you were
What's
just
out of the
telling me.
house?
You were just telling me that you don't want to exist. You're tired of this. You were supposed to be dead 30 years ago, but now you're like, we
Well,
need to
if
get the
we do
ritual to work out.
If we do the ritual right, then I will exist in like an actual, not decomposing.
We need the vessel. We need the body to put your spirit into.
I know. That's why I got Schmutz out of here, so we can try to get,
Yeah, we wouldn't want to use schmutz.
We wouldn't want to use Schmutz. Oh my God.
What we
I'd
gotta
rather
do
be
is
dead
get-
and decomposing than be Schmutz.
We gotta
Jesus
get you
Christ.
somebody hot.
I gotta get somebody hot.
We gotta get some hotties in here.
I want some hotties. I
Couple,
prefer
2, 3.
auburn hair.
Couple, 2,
and
3.
sensible clothing.
Well, yes, as do we all. And I don't know.
What do you want?
Well, it'd be nice if we got to know them first. If they loved us before. Because then I think it might,
Ease the transition.
ease the transition.
You want to have them over for dinner or something?
Well, in which meaning? The normal meaning or like a regular person have them over for dinner and not eat them?
I guess the regular person. Because I don't want to eat. If they're all.
Well, yeah, we can't eat them if
I
we're
need
gonna...
them to be fully
Right.
human.
Right. I guess I'll go into town and try to find a person? Your
That'd be
arm's
real-
gonna fall off.
I need to make this stew and drink it,
All
or
right.
my arm's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
fall
eat
off.
this stew.
Yeah, could you go into town and find someone for me, sweetie?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. So you give one of those to somebody.
Oh, you did a great job.
Thank you. The voice is just kind of like, we're like,
the same person.
we're there now, I guess. Okay, so Veronica she went in, got a bike, hosed it down with some blood, got some nice blood on the bike, rides it into town, and it's a small little burg, it only has one feminist bookstore, there's one bar, 6 churches. I keep my distance from those. And I'm biking around, and I pass a diner, and I see Schmutz and Agent Virginia Mortday through the window, and I'm like taken aback, and I go, oh, and I crash into a mailbox, and I go like spilling out onto the street, and it seems for a short moment, it seems as though I frantically try to like pick things back up and put them under my skirt, but it's hard to tell what it was. And then I kind of like go and I press up against the glass, and I'm like staring at Mortday and Schmutz.
Are we right at that window?
Yeah, I'm like right next to you guys.
Yeah, we like totally don't notice.
So the drive-in was okay, I guess. I mean, whenever you're driving through.
And then suddenly I'm standing on the other side of your table.
Whoa!
And I go, "You've got such lovely hair!"
Veronica!
Schmutzy!
I kick you under the table like, oh, Veronica!
Oh,
Hello!
This
I
is-
see you've met our beloved Schmutzy.
oh,
He helps
Yes.
us out around the house.
I elbow Schmutz hard in the ribs, meaning, go with me on this. Schmutz and I are engaged.
To be wed?
Yes.
Yeah, that was fast.
It must have been that bicycle. I'm happy
mean-
that you found someone.
We've been writing letters.
It's a bicycle for 2.
That's true. Straight up faster now. I love it. Well, that's true. It's a good bicycle. Well, that's another sticky wicket.
I'm visibly shaking.
I would like, Schmutzy, why don't you and your fiancé, come to the house tonight for dinner? Regular dinner.
We will definitely. That's very nice of you. Yes, we would
Oh.
love to do that.
Well,
Regular dinner is
Hosanna.
wonderful.
It is. I agree. Well, we'll have you over for dinner. Not have you. You'll come and eat with us. Do you like stew? Not my husband, but the food?
I'm sure whatever you make will be fine.
Marvelous.
You don't need any help making anything?
No! Bring some rolls
Oh, okay.
if you want them. I'm changing the voice to be like this now.
I like it.
There's time. I could get rolls.
Yes, 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
We could stay up late. See? Take a white
Yeah.
and then give it to Schmutz.
Ooh, nice stop.
You win dinner plans.
Yes. Dinner plan. Get.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So now it's Schmutzy. We each have one more act in Act 1.
Okay.
And then we get the tilt, and then we have 2 acts in Act 2.
Um.
And then we can have lunch.
Okay. You and I are at the local Whole Foods.
Oh,
There's a Whole Foods in here.
Yeah. There would be.
are we in like Connecticut? I just want to know what state we're in.
Well, we could just figure it out during the scene. Why don't
Oh,
we have
okay.
to figure it out beforehand?
Iron spikes.
Okay, a Trader Joe's then. No, I'm just kidding. And you are very concerned about you are explaining to Schmutz. You're trying to figure out the situation, kind of like how we're gonna handle this evening. Schmutz is obsessed with the bread. Like Schmutz has he's got like sourdough in one and French in the other, and he's just they usually don't eat bread. Like ever, I don't know. Bread, what could it mean? Is
So-
it a passport for something? Bread.
You've been living with them for the last 6 months, doing odd jobs for them, integrating yourself into their household. This is excellent. This is excellent.
No. I put the bread down and grab your hand. Cleaning the nasty hair out of the shower gutter is an odd job. This is horror. Pure horror.
And I know that our agency will thank you very much for all of your work that you've done. And now I'm coming in. You're going to have me by your side. We are going to infiltrate this house and we are going to put an end to all of those strange things that we've been hearing reports about.
He didn't hear any of that. Look, now that this looks at the sourdough like it's moldy. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. Puts that down to French. It's just gigantic loaf of French.
Furthermore,
about a foot long.
we're going to finally find out what happened to Trinity Stevens. That poor little girl. Trinity Stevens. Her face is in my mind.
Her face is in the death shed, maybe.
It's my white whale. I've never been able to crack that case.
There's no way to tell.
What happened to that little 8-year-old girl? I just don't know. Oh, Trinity Stevens.
I somehow feel it. I'm complicit in all these dark deeds.
No, Schmutz, no.
No, I somehow feel like they're my victims too.
Schmutz, it's not true. You're not Schmutz. You're Agent Mutz.
Agent Mutz.
Remember that. Schmutz is not who you are. You're Mutz and you are serving a better good. Now put those loaves of bread down. They specifically said rolls, and those aren't rolls.
He gets it. Just run, like as they've left the bread area. Doesn't even take the cart. Just sprints back to where the bread is.
Oh, there's a sale on jam. I wonder if I can take this on the airplane. Probably not. Oh, you're back. Oh, good.
I got some. I don't know what they sell this at Whole Foods.
They sell everything at Whole Foods.
The mint stuff that people put under their nose, like
Oh.
Silence of the Lambs. You know.
Oh,
when
yeah,
they're
yeah,
autopsy.
The Vapor Rub.
Vapor Rub. Yeah, sure.
But
It's
it's
like
like
the Vicks. It's just
like
Vicks.
it's like a holistic version.
Sure. Yeah.
It's called Ix.
It smells real bad in the house. You might need this.
Listen, Mutz, you and I don't get along. I'm on your side because we're on the same team. But that's it. I've smelled the worst things, worse than you can imagine. I've been in the what was it called? Hold on.
I don't even know.
Schmutz
Wait for it,
imagines the worst thing he's ever smelled and
I've
kind of
been-
gets lost in it.
I've been in the forgotten attic Wunderkammer. I've been on the dark stairway to the battlefield. I've been in a feeding paraphernalia room. So you think I can't handle a little smell? A little funny tasting stew? Well, believe you me, Agent Morte can handle anything.
We'll see. Cash.
See.
Debit card.
So give your die away.
Trinity Stevens.
Trinity Stevens is amazing.
Trinity Stevens, 8 years old,
Yeah.
She's showing up.
missing.
I got plans for Trinity Stevens already. So give that away, and then it's Agent Mortday's turn.
Yeah.
Thank you for a die.
Act 2 is going to be real dark.
Yeah,
Think
we're
it
getting
will
there.
do.
Burning
Dinner
all
time.
these ones, or all these whites.
Yeah.
We've got
They
3
stay
successes
over?
left. Yeah, well, just because we run out, you know.
Oh, right.
As Agent Mortday and Agent Mutz leave the Whole Foods grocery store with their shopping bags full, Agent Mortday glances over and sees a little girl walking into the store with her mom, and she has this flash where she sees Trinity Stevens' face. Her cries for help, her desperateness. It's like she's at the bottom of a well, and all around her is the penumbra of the demon. The voice is the demon. Agent Mortday stands rooted on the spot. Her skin goes very pale. Her eyes dilate weirdly. Mutz looks at her like, what the?
Yeah, like a mid-sentence, like so that the passageways go from the
Yeah.
living room to. Are you okay? Are you staring at the girl?
I'm staring at the girl. The girl starts crying.
Yeah, Mutt's like approaches it. What did you do to her? Like, to the girl.
No, Mutz. It's fine. It's just that she looks
Mom's
so
like,
much.
what's the hell your problem? Like,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Come on, dear.
Mommy!
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Don't look at them.
She's so mean.
I got your number.
Just go into the store. sweetheart.
Hi, it's.
You want me to take care of her?
No, it's just.
He's got a little axe, like under his pants. And it starts to pull out.
No, put your axe away.
All right.
Put your axe away.
Okay.
Not in public. I just, every time I see an 8-year-old girl, any 8-year-old girl, I get a flash of Trinity Stevens, the one I couldn't save. Where are you, Trinity? Where are you? All right, let's get in your car.
I have okay. He goes over to a poorly cleaned tandem bicycle, and you just kind of like watch him go over to it,
Yeah, Agent Mortday is nonplussed.
and moves it out. And I mean, he's got this thing is so rusty. He's got a punch. It's like when we screw these mics on. Like,
It's got a bell.
brings it over. Like,
All right.
Oh, so, yeah. You're just kind of standing there for a sec. He gets off, kind of dusts off the seat a little bit, pats it.
I'll take the front seat.
Do you know where we're going? Whoever's in the front has to steer the bike. I could tell you where to go. I could point. I could tell you while you ride the bike.
That'll have to do.
Okay. He gets on the back then.
There's no basket on this? How are we gonna get the rolls there?
I'll carry him. He puts they're on the plastic bag, so he just kind of like puts them in his arms.
Agent Mortday gingerly sits on the front seat, but as she's sitting, she notices the viscera that's attached to the seat. She takes out a handkerchief and carefully scrapes the fleshy nubs off the seat. And being a good agent,
That's good for traction. It's like a seat belt.
she wraps all of it carefully, inserts it into a Ziploc bag that she happens to have in her blazer for evidence for later, and she gets on the seat. And she gives the little bell experimental. Bing, bing. All right. How do we get there?
Up that hill, out of the parking lot, and go right, and then straight up that hill.
Okay.
And like he like kind of gingerly like puts his hand like on her waist to kind of balance himself.
And I elbow him hard in the ribs.
Is it a failure because she didn't save Trinity Stevens? And she made a little girl cry?
She has to get to the house, and that's happening.
And she had to get on the bike. I think there might be a lot of loss
You
there.
were worried that we would get on the bike. That we wouldn't get there.
I'm always worried about Fiasconauts. This show is terrifying.
So far, so much tandem bicycle.
I'd say that it's a white die because you got on the...
I mean, we got the dinner rolls,
Yeah.
so that's
true.
good.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Plus, I
Probably
just
white
want Act 2 to be horrible.
That's true. Okay, yeah. White
So
die.
then Amanda gives that to somebody else. And now it's Stu's turn. 2 to go.
I know
in
she was
Act
pretty.
one.
She was pretty good as the little girl.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, thanks.
That's a good point.
Mommy! Okay. So Stu's straightening his tie. It's just not, but it's not even, it's barely a tie. It's like got a thing hanging in. It's like,
I can never fucking figure out these stupid ties.
Let me.
Thank you, Veronica. So you got a nice girl.
She matched your description to a weird extent.
Really?
Yes.
Sensible clothing. Auburn hair. Mm-hmm. Ah, well that's great.
A
And
little
there are
tall.
No hang-ups of any kind, no strange associations with any people we may or may not know. Nothing weird.
None that I saw. She was hanging out with Schmutzy.
Schmutzy.
I've been calling him Schmutzy.
Kick me out of the house, but you got a pet name for me.
It's kind of cute. I like it. Wait, why was she hanging out with Schmutzy?
I didn't really think about it.
Did they say why they were together? Schmutzy doesn't. No one likes Schmutzy.
In fact, he said they were married.
They're
Fiancés.
They're fiancéed?
Yeah. Which
Schmutzy's
strikes
getting-
me as odd now that I think about it.
That is a bit odd, seeing as how Schmutzy is the worst human that we've ever met.
That's true. And we're not doing him any favors either.
We're not.
No.
So they're both coming over?
4 o'clock.
Who has dinner at 4 o'clock?
It's late, I know.
Well, okay, well this complicates things. Because if Schmutzy's here, he's not gonna want me to go use his fiancée as a vessel for my soul.
Right.
So,
I had a plan.
you did.
We could put him down with Trinity. She might eat him, though.
I mean, that would be fine.
She might eat
Why
him.
don't we just kill him? Why do we need Trinity?
We could
Or are
feed
you
him
saying
to
we
Trinity.
or are you saying we should convert him like Trinity?
Yeah, that works.
But I liked Trinity. I hate Schmutz.
That's true. That's true.
But
Trinity
maybe
is
he'd
precious.
be nicer as a beast demon.
He might suck at it, though.
Well, here, how about this? How about we have a nice dinner? We put what's her name? The agent.
You don't know that?
I don't know that.
The lady friend?
The lady friend.
I didn't catch it.
Well, we'll put the lady friend in the cage. We'll put her away somewhere, and then we'll kind of just decide what to do with Schmutzy,
Well, wait.
in the moment.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
Oh,
Can we test out the falling cage over the chair? We put her in the chair.
Veronica, you with the falling cage.
But it's just simpler if
This
she
is a
sits in
high
the...
stakes situation.
She
What
sits
if
in
it
the
don't
chair.
work?
She sits in the normal chair. We drop the cage on her. Then we shuffle her down.
I mean, if
Shuffle
it works,
the cage down.
if it works,
Look, it failed one time, and you've been holding it against me for 25 years.
yeah, because it was a big deal. The last time we tried to do this ritual, you wanted to use the falling cage. The falling cage don't work, and now my arm's basically coming off.
Wait, and we can only try this every 25 years, too.
There's a sudden childlike wailing that comes from somewhere within the walls of the
Shut
house.
up, Trinity!
She just needs to be fed. I take a huge lever, and I just go... That should be enough.
Oh yeah, she shut up. All right.
All right.
Okay, I really don't want to use the falling cage.
Well, how are we going to get
But
in
if
the
it's
cage?
that important to you,
No. This is as much about you as it is about me.
you know what? You've been doing a lot for me. You tie my tie. You put salve on my decomposing arms. You went into town. You found me a nice girl. We can do the falling cage.
Okay. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
I'll go oil it up.
All right.
Do you think blood would work?
Blood always works. Blood's a
Yeah.
universal tool.
Blood hose.
The
Scene?
as they walk away, the wall in their bedroom where they were having this conversation sort of warps, and this like the outline of a child is seen sort of like oozing in the wall like that, ominously.
Okay. I'd say that's a white for you.
Which she didn't, but she had to deal with the cage, though.
Oh,
You
true.
kind of won that.
I guess. You didn't want the cage.
I
All
don't
right.
want the cage. All right. And
But
then
then you
if I
give
give
that-
it to someone, it's a bad thing, though, right? If I give it.
Oh,
to
it doesn't know.
You want a lot of one color. But, I mean, we don't really think
The color is indicative when we give it to you. It's a win for it, whoever gets it.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Oh, great.
So, like, now if she rolls, you subtract the lower color from the higher color. So if you have all one color, you're, like, guaranteed a good ending.
Right, but if you're playing Fiasconauts to try to get the good ending,
Right. Yeah. We don't play to win.
it's a
Right.
fruitless effort.
We
I
win
think.
to
Yeah.
play.
Fruit.
All right, we're at dinner. We're all sitting around the table.
Oh my.
Yeah, baby, gotta keep it moving. Scene 1, Act 1. It's very awkward. There's music playing, and it sounds like classical music, but the vinyl record is so warped that it's impossible to tell who or what music it is.
It's a little bit slower than it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Nothing's happening correctly on that. It just sounds awful. And Stu and I are on opposite ends of the table. Virginia, is on the end of the table, and there's a wall behind you. And there's a cage above, just very obviously.
Very visible
Very visible cage above.
Squeaking while it hangs.
Yeah. It's dripping blood like everywhere. And Schmutz
You can
is-
clearly see like the chain to the
Yeah. I've got like my hands on it sometimes. I keep like absently petting the chain.
There's a sign above the switch that says falling cage.
There's an outline on the floor. Schmutz, these are delicious rolls. Who am I?
I know your voice.
It's like everywhere.
It's not who we start fiascos
Yeah,
as. It's who we
yeah.
end it as.
Schmutzy, these rolls are delicious.
You picked the rolls, didn't you? I was gonna get French bread because I'm stupid.
God, you're so fucking
I'm so
stupid,
stupid.
Schmutzy.
That would have been incorrect.
Here, let me go.
Maybe I just have a bunch of
I'll go
personality.
get some more rolls
there you
from
go.
the kitchen.
No.
No.
Me. I like drift upward and like move to the kitchen, but keeping my eyes on you.
So,
Do I-
Virginia, what kind of work do you do?
I am a teacher.
Yes.
Oh, a teacher. She's a teacher, for Veronica.
what?
A teacher.
What kind of teacher?
What kind of teacher are you?
Math.
Math.
Ugh.
Yeah, we don't like that. I mean, it's
No.
fine.
She has a good mind.
Good mind.
A good mind.
A very good mind.
I drift back in and I like spill a bunch of rolls onto the table. And then I like pick up a
I
few
kind of like
things
pat
that you
your
don't
head,
see and put them
emphasizing
back
the
in
good
my
mind.
sleeve.
Like yes.
So I couldn't help but notice that you hung a cage over my seat.
Oh, it's decoration.
It's
a
decorative. It's a decorative cage.
It's a piece by a very famous local artist named what's their name?
Hans Kagame.
Hans. He's German and Japanese, an interesting mix.
Yeah.
I kind of nod to you like could be true. I wouldn't put it past him. I'm not that worried about the cage, to be honest.
I have a secret camera in my fingernail, and I'm like taking pictures of the room as I'm sitting there,
Okay.
just sort of trying to be subtle about it.
I turn to the chains and I say, yes, Hans is a very talented artist.
Yes, dear. Please show them
I'll
how
show you
talented an artist
talented
he
an artist
is.
this is. 1 second.
I have an idea.
Do you need help, darling?
I need a little help making the artwork.
Okay, we're
You know,
just gonna.
I could use the powder room. She stands up and moves from her seat.
No, dear. Yeah, the
The
powder.
cage falls and just misses her.
Oh, that doesn't seem very safe.
What did I tell you, Veronica?
Hang on! I just get a bat and thwack her on the head with it.
Oh, and in a flurry, Virginia goes down, and as I fall, I go, Trinity.
What did he say?
Did she say Trinity?
I think she said Trinity. Schmutzy.
Schmutzy, have you been talking about Trinity to people?
I pointed at her, smiling. You did it!
What did we do?
Schmutzy,
It worked!
it
What?
did work.
He
That's-
doesn't know about our plan.
You don't...
What are you talking about?
Schmutzy, carry her up to the ritual room.
You got it!
And we're always watching Schmutzy.
He's
Schmutzy.
really nervous about how to handle you. Every time he kind of touches you, it's like, oh, and I'm holding her leg. Oh. He's just like, not that you're gross or anything. He's just like, this. If you were conscious, you wouldn't like this at all. So yeah, pick her up and where? I'm sorry, where did you? Upstairs?
The ritual room.
Oh,
upstairs. Yeah, it's like up in the roof, kind of. It's a
Yeah.
glass.
But as you're
glass
carrying
room.
her, she starts speaking in a voice that is not hers. That it sounds like a demon.
It sounds like a demon.
Kind of, yeah.
The dark days will come, and
I know that voice.
That sounds like
Schmutz
Jerry.
just kind of pats her while he's.
That sounds like Jerry.
That sounds like that son of a bitch that brought me back to life.
Jerry?
Jerry.
Oh my God! Is she Jerry?
No, she doesn't look like Jerry.
She doesn't at
I'm
all.
still. Schmutz is still taking her upstairs. Like he's not. Schmutz isn't really affected by the demon speak. He's kind of.
I don't know if I could put
Atta
myself in a vessel.
Well, what's your-
Is there already a vessel in her? Is there already a demon in her?
And why is it my ex-husband?
I don't know.
Scene.
Yes.
I'll give that. That was a good demon voice. Whoa,
Thanks.
almost in a T.
Oh.
All right, that's Act 1.
Woo.
God damn it. So everyone now rolls the dice in front of themselves, and if one of the numbers of the color is higher than the other, you subtract the lower one from the higher one. So like if you have a high black and a low white, you subtract the low white out of the high black.
So if I just roll
Just
2,
roll
it's
them.
just 9.
If
All
you
of
just
the
have a
die?
white,
All of
then
them.
you're...
So
Yeah,
that's
so you
a
have
white
a-
5,
And you have a white 9.
and I have a white 6.
Okay, and I have a white 2. So it's you, and who is the next highest? White?
I have 6.
I have 5.
Yeah. I'm the
Okay,
next
so
highest.
yeah, you guys. So now we take the dice that have not yet been used.
These dice.
Yes. Roll them just to get some numbers. All right, so we got no 3s. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So
Sorry, I
you
didn't
guys can
protect you.
choose. You guys can choose who wants to do the top category and who wants to do the subcategory.
You got a preference?
You do the top category, and
Okay.
I'll pick the sub.
Okay, so
Tilt.
anything except a 3 you can pick.
We got mayhem, tragedy, guilt, paranoia, and failure. So, mayhem, an out-of-control rampage, a frantic chase, a dangerous animal gets loose, magnificent self-destruction,
Are
cold-blooded
demons animals?
score settling, misdirected passion.
All those sound good.
They do. Tragedy, death out of the blue, someone's life has changed forever in a bad way, pain followed by confusion, death right on time, confusion followed by pain, death after an unpleasant struggle. Guilt, a visit from the perhaps unofficial authorities, betrayed by friends, someone develops a conscience, greed leads to killing, someone panics, a showdown, paranoia, a stranger arrives to settle a score. What seems like dumb luck isn't, things are afoot, 2 people cross paths and everything changes, a sudden reversal, the thing you stole has been stolen, someone is watching, waiting for their moment, failure, a stupid plan executed to perfection, something precious is on fire, a tiny mistake leads to ruin,
Something
and a plan
precious is on
unravel.
fire.
You thought it was taken care of, but it wasn't. Fear leads to a fateful decision. I'm leaning toward mayhem or guilt, maybe?
Mayhem sounded fun.
We're already pretty guilty for our
Yeah.
victims.
Oh boy.
We want to be loved by them.
Okay, so
And if we were playing Fiasco, ain't nothing wrong with mayhem.
Yeah.
that's true. Anything else strike anyone as interesting? Okay, mayhem then.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Oh boy. And then what? Everything but 3.
Yeah. What number's Mayhem? 1? So not a 1 either. 2, 4, 5, 6.
I kind of like a frantic chase.
Okay.
I think we've all been pretty dormant in all of the scenes so far. I'd like to see how fast Veronica can run. Gotta get to those underground passageways too. What?
Cool.
We don't have to.
Is that it?
You would like.
Great.
So the tilt is Mayhem, a frantic chase. That can happen in any or all scenes. So it's just something for us to keep in mind. And we've only got 1 white die left, so Act 2 is going to go poorly for everyone involved. Look forward to it right after this little weird video of an intermission word with colors and music and stuff, whatever I do later. Act 2. Welcome back. Go Jones.
Oh god, I'm starting this. Wait. Oh no. Okay. I walk into the ritual room. It's upstairs. It's not huge, but there is no furniture whatsoever. There is just a giant altar with lots of little pockets of things. Some candles and various objects have been put in, but it's like a makeshift altar. You know, it's not a one-stop shop. You can swap out gods and demons if you want, because there's very little receptacles to place stuff. And bring her in, and there's a remarkably unstained portion of the floor that's kind of running around the altar area, and I drop you down in there, and just gingerly place you upon the floor. And just kind of like look around for something. Can't really see anything, and just like, and just give you a good palm across the face.
Ow. What?
So, you know Jerry.
How do you know Jerry?
I don't know any. I don't know who you're talking about.
When you were out, you were making little demon noises, la-di-da, and out came Jerry's voice.
Jerry, who's Jerry?
I don't know who Jerry is.
Jerry's my ex-husband.
When you dream, do you hear voices?
Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
That's Jerry.
That's Jerry,
It's
probably.
Jerry.
He does that.
Well, I thought I was just haunted by my failures.
You never told me about voices.
That too, maybe.
Yeah, probably also that.
The voices, yes, they every night I dream and there are voices in my. Wait, why am I telling you this?
Well,
Voices
because
change
it's Jerry.
everything.
Jerry's a son of a bitch. Veronica's ex-husband. He brought me back from the dead just to fuck with me. But then I married his ex, so hey. Didn't see that one coming, did you, Jerry?
Jerry didn't see that one coming.
You didn't see that one coming. And apparently now he's in your head for some reason.
Maybe to get back at us, who knows?
Who knows?
I thought we banished him to another plane, but he may have found a way back.
Yeah.
Nether. Sounds like there's a lot you didn't tell me. And I turned to her, and I trusted her.
No one cares, Schmutzy.
Schmutzy, it's fine. Go lay down in your corner.
Go in your corner, Schmutzy.
I kind of look to you like
Schmutzy.
Well, this is a son of a bitch, though. If Jerry's still around,
Yeah, he's
who knows
supposed to
what
be.
he could be doing? He's supposed to be banished in another dimension.
He's supposed to be mired on the impossible beach forever.
Forever.
While Mr. and Mrs. Death squabble with each other, I pull
Barrel death.
barrel death.
In my case.
I pull Schmutz aside and I say, "This is great. Good work getting me in this room. This is definitely the ritual room. This is what I heard about with Trinity. Now all I need is for them to keep being distracted so I can gain access to the secret passages."
after all we've been through together. There's like a little candelabra in the corner, and he just very fakely, angrily, like
Schmutzy,
I'm having a tantrum now.
be careful of the accoutrement.
Schmutzy, don't just be knocking stuff over.
Bring that up, Schmutzy.
You make me so mad.
What is this? What is he
What's
doing?
happening?
I'm just kind of walking around in a circle.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Why is he behaving in this way?
Do you have a tummy ache, Schmutzy?
Schmutzy, do you need some Tums?
Women, am I right?
The candelabra, when it was knocked over, reveals a small panel in the back wall, and Agent Virginia Morte just jumps through it like a rabbit.
Schmutzy, you let her get away!
She went down the corpse chute, Smutsy!
Schmutzy, now we gotta go to the corpse room.
I thought the corpse chute was on that wall.
Have
No.
we fed Trinity in the last 2 hours?
I fed her with I give her the pellets.
Ah, shit, she's gonna get eaten. That was like 3 hours ago.
Yeah,
All
your
right.
friend might be eaten by Trinity, Schmutzy.
She's not my friend anymore. She's a double-crosser, non-friend, coworker.
Coworker?
I whack you with the stick. Coworker, wait.
What are you talking about, Schmutzy? I thought that was your betrothed.
I thought you were gonna marry this woman.
I call my female companions coworkers because it objectifies them.
I don't think you understand what coworker means.
God, I hate
Schmutzy.
you, Schmutzy.
Schmutzy, you
How
gotta
do we
just
even
It worked for
find
me.
you?
I whip you with the stick again. Schmutzy, what the hell happened to you?
We better go down there, though, because she's gonna get eaten.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hang on a minute. I'll get down there real quick. As I'm leaving, you see the dress that I'm wearing kind of just like collapse to the floor for a moment and like slide off. And then like cut to the corpse room and I like recongeal and then walk in and I go, Trinity! Did you eat a nice lady that just fell down here? Virginia, are you in here still? Are you in Trinity's stomach?
I want to save it for the next scene.
Okay. We can end this one, maybe.
Scene.
Because I'm not in there anymore.
Yeah.
Scene. I'd say that's a failure for Schmutzy.
Yeah, probably.
Why was try? Yeah,
We're not.
I had very little power in that scene
So
for
you
sure.
keep- yeah.
So Virginia is now sliding down various chutes within the house. She hasn't actually made it to the corpse room yet. It's just this
good.
really long series of conduits and things, and she's kind of like the Goonies, and she's just like, and just like around and around. It's this huge.
You pass a corpse that's
Like-
dressed just like Data from Goonies.
Like there's spikes every once in a while. I have to dodge the spikes, and there's like arms that reach out and like eyeballs that fly in, and it's just crazy pandemonium. Like no, there is no way of knowing what direction we are going. And she's just like wow, 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 and then finally she lands with a squelch in what can only be described as the remnants of thousands of years of corpses, but that have like they didn't dry up and go away. It's just like the gooeyest, nastiest.
It'd be great if it wasn't a splash. It was just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Just like
climactic.
stop.
and then like the bottom just kind of goes.
like a cherry on whipped cream.
Yeah.
And she realizes that her nice khaki pants are definitely covered in the stuff. And it's not great, but her hair looks remarkably amazing, and her pearl earrings are still just so. So she gets up, and that's when she sees the silhouette of a little girl, and she has her flash. And she freezes, her eyes dilate, she's like, she's really finding that this is like hard to be an agent because she keeps having these flashes, but then suddenly she realizes like she's not in her head, she's still in the room, and she sees the actual Trinity.
And like during your fugue state is
Yeah.
when I entered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Virginia, are you down here? Are you down here, Virginia? She's not. Trinity, did you eat Virginia? I can never tell if you're saying yes or no.
And then Trinity, in whatever form she is, points shakily to Virginia.
Yeah.
who's
Oh!
kind of been concealed in goo.
I kind of
people
drift
goo.
over to Virginia, and I give you a little shake. I say, ma'am, young lady, wake up.
Yes. Trinity, you're here.
I wouldn't get too close to Trinity. She hasn't eaten in a little bit.
You've been starving her?
Oh, no, we feed her regularly. She's very happy here. She's something of a friend of ours.
This is a terrible, terrible environment for a little girl.
Oh, she's not precisely a little girl anymore. She kind of just looks like that, because it's sort of a game that she likes to play to lure in people that go into the corpse room. Don't you, Trinity? You're such a little silly goose, aren't you?
Trinity's jaw unhinges and goes. Turns into like this big beeping monstrosity.
See, that's more accurate.
Human experimentation. Occult activity. I am going to have to arrest you. That's right. I am an agent. A secret agent in a branch of the FBI that you didn't even know existed. Agent Virginia Morte.
Nice to meet you.
Schmutz waddles in to the door, and he's got handcuffs. I'm an agent too.
Schmutzy, come on, adults are talking.
I'm an agent.
No, it's true. He's an agent. He's Agent Mutz. Shlomo Mutz.
Meanwhile, Trinity's getting very hungry.
Yeah.
She hasn't eaten now in 3 hours, coming up to like 3.5, and
Yeah.
so she squeals and makes a dash at Virginia and Woods. She's running.
I pull
Mouth.
on a chain on the wall, and it stops Trinity like just before she bites your head off. I say, we should really talk about this in another room. Trinity, hang on a minute. You'll probably get to eat one of these in a second. Not both.
I
we need her
handcuff
body.
your hand to the chain.
Oh,
Trinity.
this is gonna seem like a cop out what I do in a little bit, but I've been RPing it the whole time.
No, I didn't. I'm not 100% sure that's gonna work.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You mystically drifted out of the previous room, so
I just go, Schmutzy, what are you doing?
ha.
My wrist kind of just
Yeah.
dissipates for a second.
I do not see that happen at all.
Yeah.
Like, while you're already removed
handcuff
from
just,
it,
yeah.
I point to you like,
And Stu
it's
goes,
like, go,
Wait!
go.
Look! Everybody calm down for a goddamn second. I know you guys, whatever, your agents, whatever bullshit. The larger issue here is you got a fucking demon in your head, lady.
We gotta get Jerry out of there.
So if you don't want to have a fucking demon in your head no more, you might want to work together with us so we can banish that dude for good. Or you can have a demon in your head for the rest of your life.
That's
so
a very
take
good
us
point.
in or work with us. We'll kill Jerry.
That's a very good point,
Bada
Stu.
bing, bada boom. Trinity's gone. I don't know. You're really obsessed with her. Look at her. Her head, her
look.
fucking jaws hanging
Yeah.
off the thing.
We did that to her like 6 years
like
ago.
6 years ago. She's been this way
It's
for a
old
long
news.
time.
I feel bad.
I can't abandon my life's purpose. My
Yeah,
life's
her
purpose
life's
is to
purpose.
save Trinity Stevens. Trinity,
at her!
Trinity, darling, I see you in
at her.
there. I promise.
She's great. She's
you.
thriving. Watch this. She's thriving. I kind of drift over, clearly not chained to the thing anymore. I put that to the wall, and I pull a big switch, and like a chute at the bottom of the death shed opens, and like a bunch of body parts kind of spill
What?
out by Trinity.
But that's George. George. I was like George
Georgie.
Stephanopoulos.
No.
George Takei. No, that's George. George Smith. And that's that. I remember that missing person. That's Julian Anderson. His name. I just don't know. But they're all there in a pile, and I recognize all the bodies.
and now
We've-
Trinity's eating all of them.
And Trinity's eating all of them. We've been
Trinity, no!
We've been kidnapping movie stars for years
no.
and have feeding them to Trinity. She
So
likes
your
them.
life's purpose is a pile of shit is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Trinity's eating right
But
now.
we can get Jerry out of your head if you
We
feel
could
like
get
it.
Jerry out of here.
I wink at Stu.
But Jerry, I don't know. I've never called him Jerry. I just thought it was this ancient child speaking through me.
Is he doing the ancient child thing?
He loves that bit.
He loves that. That's how he lures people in. He likes to come after perverts
Just
generally.
as a general rule.
I'm not a pervert.
Just as a general rule,
Well,
if
you
there's
have a
a
thing
child,
with little kids.
Yeah, you gotta think.
You know, you got a thing with little kids. It works the same
everyone's
principle.
got a thing with little kids, either like a motherly thing or like a weird pervert
they're a pervy
or like
thing.
whatever. It is general rule, just don't trust children.
Don't trust children.
They're all demons, actually.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them. Especially if they're wearing white
Yeah.
and
Oh,
lacy
white. Oh,
white.
no,
Like,
good.
look at Trinity. It's ridiculous.
Look at this kid.
She's wearing this white
I'm
lacy
seeing
dress
all
and just
this
blood everywhere.
So,
Yeah.
deal still stands.
We can help you out.
Or we could kill you. That seems like the other option, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I could arrest you both, burn this house down, and take Trinity to safety. I think that's what I'll do! Ah, and she like runs towards the two of you with handcuffs and her gun out and her little finger camera, desperate. She's like, I'm gonna get you! And a chase scene ensues.
We. Yeah.
Or not yet.
No, yeah, that sounds great.
Are you chasing them?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of why you would.
Because I set Trinity free.
Oh.
Yeah. So first I run to the wall and like I pull out like a weird old machete type blade from somewhere on my person and I just smash the chain and I'm like, Trinity, run to safety, run.
Trinity starts sprinting right for you. And,
Yeah.
And I see this and I reach over and I flip a switch that makes a wall come up between you and us and between you and Trinity. So you're in like a whole different hallway now.
Whoa.
With openings on either side, so you can go whichever way. But you hear Trinity slam into the other side of the wall and like Scrabble trying to get you.
Where did I end up?
Uncertain. I mean, I guess you could be. I'd forgotten about you entirely, but you're over here with us.
Sure, I figured, yeah.
And I go, Schmutzy. I didn't know you were over here with us.
Is Trinity with us or is she?
Trinity's on the other side, so
Okay.
it's Trinity, wall, her, wall, the three of
Okay.
us.
And there are along the wall there are like a bunch of doorways and there's a whole sequence with like funny 80s 70s style music where the Agent Virginia runs in a door and Trinity runs out a door and then they'll run and they'll see each other and they'll get scared and they run in opposite directions and they, you know, like Scooby style, they're going in and out of the doors.
Yeah.
And everyone's just sort of like watching it like amusedly because
Yeah.
of glass walls, I guess.
Yeah. We're the three of us are standing above,
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
down because the ceiling is like one-way glass. And we're just like watching this. We gotta make sure that Trinity doesn't eat this agent. We gotta get Jerry out of her head so we can put you in her head.
Yeah, and also if Trinity eats her, what happens to Jerry? He gets let out, eh?
I think he'd get let out, or he'd be in Trinity.
A hellhound appears
hell.
running through the hallway just at random.
Alright, so what are we gonna do?
Hang on. I like watch her run for a little bit and I go, Schmutzy, go to the third lever over there. When I say 3, flip them.
I really.
Schmutzy, goddammit.
Okay.
All right, ready?
I like reach for the. Okay, fine.
No, the third one, Schmutzy. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Right now, Trinity and Agent Virginia are riding on the tandem bicycle up and down the hallway, and the hellhound is sort of like loping with them happily.
So I'm watching to see when Agent Virginia is in a certain quadrant, and I go, now Schmutzy, and we flip the switches, and then you awaken. You black out for a second, and you wake up. You hear some like machine noises, and you flip out onto a very nice bed in a nice bedroom
Oh,
that looks like too happy and good to fit into this house.
okay.
Scene? Who the hell's scene is this?
That's my scene.
Is there a scene?
That's probably lost.
That's probably lost,
She didn't escape. She wanted to get out.
Because you betrayed
No,
me.
you keep
Okay.
him
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
you
too.
Oh, I
Yeah,
keep
that's
it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you betrayed
But
me.
thanks.
You betrayed. Okay, so Stu.
Okay, Stu. So
That was bonkers.
was bonkers. So Virginia's in this really pristine, too happy-looking room. Mm-hmm. It's like a hospital bed. She's like in a very nice, like very like well lit. Everyone's seemingly happy and getting better, even though it's a hospital or whatever. And there is a nice young woman in her 20s in all white. She's obviously your doctor. She said, hello, Virginia, how are you feeling?
Oh, I think I got a good night's sleep last night. I'm feeling a lot a lot better. Thank you.
That's great. And the medications they're working? You're
Yeah,
feeling good about that?
Special medication.
I think
Your special medications?
the side effects have really worn off, and yeah, I'm starting to feel like myself again.
That's great. And in your dreams, did you see anything? Did you see? I know you've noted some familiar things, voices,
Yes.
little girls with monstrous visages, a strange old couple.
Oh yeah, last night I went back to that house, but you know it's all getting better. I can just tell I'm not trapped in it like I used to be.
That's wonderful. And then we zoom out, and then you see that Virginia's like just kind of like spaced out in like a room, and
we're all watching.
Veronica Schmutz and Stu are watching. And Stu's like, "How long does this usually take?"
Well, it's I think it's probably the hospital thing. 2 hours?
2 hours. Okay, so it goes hospital.
Then
Then she gets out.
she gets out of the hospital. She has a life for like 15 years in her mind.
All right. And then she meets Jerry.
She meets Jerry.
And then
He says, let's go on vacation.
right.
They go to the Impossible
They
Beach.
go to the Impossible Beach.
And then we can get in. Then
so
we
how long
slide
is that
in
in
there.
our time?
About an hour.
All right. How
Still.
long has it been?
57 minutes.
What do you want to do? I have a funny YouTube video. I'll watch that for 3 minutes.
All right.
So they watch
in the dream sequence in Virginia's mind, the stewardess comes over, the flight attendant, and goes, "And we're now landing at the Impossible Beach. Please put your chairs in the upright and locked position. Thank you." And I kind of lean over to Jerry and I'm like, "Oh, Jerry,
We're gonna have the best time.
I love you so much."
Really, we're gonna have our own overwater bungalow on our own island. It's gonna be dreamy.
It seems impossible. It's like an impossible beach that's so wonderful.
It shouldn't be there, really.
Yeah.
It's terrifying how much fun we're going to have on this island.
And just like that, we're out on this dock
Yeah, you're on
overlooking
this-
the ocean. You're holding a basket of freshly caught fish. I'm covered in flowers.
Yeah, and you hear a voice that says, "Howdy, neighbors!" And then you look over to the next bungalow, and it's like sunny beach versions of us.
Looking good and like
yeah, we're all like tan and everything.
Hey guys, what's going on?
How are you doing? How are you enjoying the Impossible Beach?
It's impossible, right?
It's so nice.
Yes.
It's so nice. Is that your daughter? And out in the water is Trinity, and she's swimming. Hi! And like without warning, Virginia just is like, she just like starts running towards the water.
Son of a bitch.
She snuck in here too.
She's like strangers. You might not want to.
Yeah, she's
rattle
afraid
her.
of strangers.
She's afraid of strangers. You might not want to rattle her.
Although, the distance you're putting between yourself and your husband,
It's great. Actually, you
it's
could
great.
continue, but maybe if you could
Just don't go too
Veer.
close to our child. There's lovely mojitos in the bungalow at the visitor center.
Oh, I love mojitos.
Yes.
But I'm just
That's a
gonna,
drink, right?
just gonna.
Yeah, you did a good
You
job.
look, yeah,
That was
you
good.
look, you look up at the bar, and Schmutz is behind the bar with the mojitos, like
It's like sunny version.
tropical version of Schmutz, like, hey, mojito.
mojito.
And like Virginia starts to like come into her dream, like it's a waking dream, and she starts to kind of put together a couple of pieces, and she like looks at Jerry and doesn't know who Jerry is, but looks at Mutz, knows who Mutz
It's breaking
is.
down, Veronica.
Looks in the
hang
water,
on.
sees Trinity, remembers who she is, Trinity, and she dives into the water.
Shit, we've only got a couple of seconds. Veronica just depletes into a bunch of small black spiders and just like zips over at Jerry, and then gets up onto Jerry's head, and in this like crazy swirling mass of spiders, you then see Veronica's face again, and she just goes, "Remember me, you son of a bitch!" See? That was a success.
I guess so.
For you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
Nobody wins.
Okay, so it's moments later, except it's Jerry and myself and Stu, and the three of us are standing on the same beach, but now it's the sand half just goes forever that way, and the water half just goes forever that way, and it's like a perfect horizontal line as where they meet each other. The water isn't even moving, and it seems like if you look too closely at it, it seems to like curve up and around on either side.
Impossibly.
It's impossible. And I'm myself again, and like you're behind Jerry, and I'm in front of Jerry, and Jerry's in the middle, And I go, Jerry, what the hell are you doing in this lady? We need this lady's body.
Like I'm gonna tell you.
Son of a bitch. If it hadn't broken down, you could have spited him just perfect, and then we wouldn't even have to talk to this son of a bitch.
Why do you always gotta muck things up, Jerry?
Why you always gotta muck things up, Jerry?
What do you got against us? I mean, I understand what you might have against me.
I've never mucked up something as bad as you muck things up. You know what? I don't even need this woman. I just have her just in case.
In case of what?
Just in case you two try to double-cross me again. I've never trusted you, and I never will.
What?
Whoa,
Jerry.
Look, you bring me back as your eternal servant or whatever. You think I'm just gonna bend over?
Yeah,
Stu doesn't bend, Jerry.
I don't bend.
He's
true.
inflexible.
I want to bend sometimes to pick things up.
You know
go
what, Stu?
upstairs.
There's not a lot that I regret, but I regret bringing you back.
So do I!
You're not worth it. Well, here we are.
Hey.
What do you want from me, Stu?
What are you trying to do? We banished you, right? Didn't we banish
We
you?
banished you.
Into another dimension or something. How are you back?
You should be trapped on this beach and you should never be able to get out, but how did you get into that nice lady's head?
Well, I couldn't. Why am I gonna tell you? I have powers you can't even possibly understand. I can be in
powers.
2 places at once.
If you had real powers, you wouldn't need to be living in some lady's head, Jerry.
Also, what's the deal? She's some kind of FBI? What's the deal? Are people gonna come looking for this lady?
Eventually,
Yeah,
They don't have the address or something. I don't even know what year it is in the outside world, okay? That's how
Well, we're not gonna tell
that's
you.
how hard this is. That's
he's
the work
playing
I
us
gotta
like
do.
he's always
You're stalling
playing
for
us.
time.
You don't have
I'm
any.
playing you. You just turned into a bunch of spiders.
Yeah, I've learned a few things. You don't
It's been a
own
long
me,
time
Jerry.
since you've been together, Jerry.
Yeah, it's been like 26
She's a different
years.
woman now.
Yeah,
So what do you? So you want me to give this lady up?
we're gonna put
So
Stu
that you
in
can-
her body.
Put you in a female body?
Correct.
We're not picky.
Yeah, Veronica's into it.
I'm into it.
What do I get? What's my part
To
of the body?
go
What
away.
do I get?
To
if I-
fuck
leave
off.
us to
You
the
get
fuck
to
right
fuck
off.
right off.
Yeah. Leave us the hell alone, Jerry.
So I get out
We
of
have
the-
a divorce.
So I-
you know what that means? Do you understand what a divorce means? It means that
Jerry-
you don't go on this plane of existence anymore.
Look,
So you're
I
saying
know
there's
you're
a chance.
I know you're upset that Veronica left you and married me, and then you killed me, and then you brought me back and tried to make me a slave, and that didn't work. So now you're upset, and then we banished you. Also,
Yeah.
that happened. So now you're upset. But it's been like a fucking millennia, Jerry. All right.
It's been a long time, Jerry.
Why can't you just enjoy your life in the nether?
We
realm?
put you on a nice nether plane. It's a
nice-
beach, for
it's a
God's
beach,
sake.
for God's
They
sake.
got mojitos if you tune it to a sort of pseudo-reality.
I look over back at Schmutz.
See? This little piece of shit's got mojitos.
No more-
We can
wait,
leave him
is-
here with you if you want.
Isn't it just the beach?
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So
Schmutz
he's
is
gone.
just there.
So he's still got the mojitos. But
Yeah.
like the bar is gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look.
It's just you.
Fair trade. You get schmutz. We get the
We
lady.
take the lady.
We call it even.
There's nothing about Schmutz that's a fair trade.
You want Trinity
That's fair,
too?
That's fair. Oh yeah, you want Trinity?
I just don't trust you. All right, there it is. I think if I give her up and you take her and I'm out, what's to stop you from coming back and cursing me again? I feel like I'm never gonna be done with you people.
All right. If you want to be done with us, we can let you out. We can let you out.
Veronica,
Look,
no.
it's a risk.
It's a terrible idea. And the falling cage has now failed 2 times.
We'll let you out. We get the body. You and Schmutz and the little girl can go do whatever you want.
You tell. Oh, wait,
In
you're
the
gonna give
real
him
world.
Schmutz's body? Is that the plan?
You want to go in
'Cause
Schmutz's
he's
body?
gotta go in someone else's
You
body.
can go in Schmutz's body for now.
I hate this plan.
It gets rid of him and we get the lady body.
But then he's out walking around.
We can deal with that later. One thing at a time, Stu.
Fuck it. All right, give him schmutz. God damn it.
I'll give you the girl when I get out.
How are you feeling? This
Not
is
a
great.
moment soon.
All right, so
Just then, as we're about to come to this amicable deal,
Oh no.
the reality around us starts to tremble and shift, and and starts to break down. Like water starts to go up, the land starts to go down. We're all like starting to fall backwards down the sand.
Oh, what? Huh?
You go, whoa! And then we all
Schmutz
wake up.
drops the mojitos.
We all wake up in some kind of in a hospital version of our house, and Agent Mort Day is our doctor. Scene.
Great.
Wow. So we're back to, this is it, right? This is the last.
We all have one more scene, and they're all gonna go bad.
Okay, so I like where this is going. I like what y'all are bringing up. I think it's more relative to the three of you than possibly to Schmutz. He kind of seems like a fly on the wall.
Is he?
Although that could drastically change in the next couple scenes. But I don't want to be the. I don't want to pick that. I'm going to take things back. I'm going to do a flashback. Throw a flashback into this. It is 10 years earlier, and did you say 20?
I don't remember.
I think you said 20. It is 20 years ago. And Mr. Shlomo Mutz is in his office with his superior at the FBI, and or at the it's the secret division, or just general FBI. And he is talking to anyone if you want to play the superior.
Sure.
And
It's Jerry.
the superior, oh my goodness, the superior has just poured him like a little bit of.
Can you play Jerry and
drink and-
Shlomo in the same scene?
Sure, I can. But yeah, well,
Yeah.
do I? It's my scene. It's got to be Jerry. Or
Yeah, I think it should be Jerry.
I'm not even. I don't even know enough about this
It
story
goes,
to make that
it goes
work.
backwards. No, I don't. It doesn't have to be Jerry.
Hands him a drink and says, "Congratulations, you top of your class. I'm hearing lots of good things about you. Of course, we're trying to figure out how to place people. But you have a seat. Tell me about your interests." And Shlomo is tall, is healthy, muscular, attractive. He's in his prime. Thank you very much, sir. Sits down. So, what are you interested in? And like, well, I just, there's big cases, there's big things we're taking care of here, and but what really interests me is a lot of these rumors that I heard in school and at the academy, and even though when we took our test, there were some questions there referring to some random cases that seemed kind of bizarre, and I just wonder, you look at the odds. I think if there's like 1,000 of these cases, one of them's got to be true. There's got to be something to one of them. His boss says, it's kind of funny you mention that, because there is something near, actually, where you grew up, your old stomping grounds. We've had a lot of people go missing. We've had reports of people in the area having strange dreams, visions of things like strange small children and demons and things of that ilk. But that's just kind of hearsay. No, I'm interested. What are the details? Well, we're thinking up a plan here, and we need somebody to go deep. I mean, real deep. We need somebody to infiltrate this house where we suspect things. I mean, we would just believe me, we would just love to go running in there, guns blazing. But just don't think it's that simple. We need you to go in. Sure. What's my cover? Just as a cleaning person, maybe. We're yeah. Yeah, sure. What? Just curious. What house? I mean, where? It's by some farmland. It's up on a house. In Dreary, where you grew up. Yeah. Oh wait. You don't mean you don't mean the old barrel house. Or the old you don't mean Death House, do you?
Barrel Death House.
Yeah, death barrel death. However you want to do it. Oh no, yeah. I mean, that sounds interesting. Maybe I'm just not experienced for that kind of thing. No, we really think this would work for you. Okay. I just maybe want to try like another case or something like that. But in that moment, voices start to appear or start to. What? I'm sorry. What? It's witches and falling cages and what? He shakes up. Whoa. Oh. That was strange. Did you hear that? What was that? No, I didn't hear anything. You all right? I didn't put that much alcohol in that drink. You okay there, buddy? Like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no, I'd love to do this. This sounds really interesting. I'd love to check this out. Thank you for the opportunity. Like, anytime. And best of luck. We'll be contacting you soon with the details. And congratulations on graduation. And poor Shlomo Mutz walks out of the office. And scene. Black dial around.
In the shared dream that everyone in the current day death house is currently occupying, they are in a hospital room. It has 6 beds along one wall, windows that are open with white curtains, and a breeze flutters in. There's a bird sitting on the windowsill, and Agent Virginia Morte is dressed in a sort of old-fashioned nurse's uniform with the white hat, and everything's very pressed. And she's going from bed to bed, administering care to the different people. But when she gets to the bed of 8-year-old Trinity Stevens, she stops. Trinity, I'm here.
What?
Trinity, I'm here. It's Virginia. It's Ginny. Remember? I tried to save you?
Ginny. Oh! You're the lady with the nice red hair.
That's right. Listen, Trinity. Something really bad has happened to you. And I wasn't able to stop it.
But I'm okay, I'm right here.
We're in a dream state.
Paging Dr. Morte. Morte, please come to operation.
They need me. I'm going to have to go soon. But I can never make up for the fact that I failed you. And that now you are a possessed demon child that eats corpses.
Whoa.
I can never make up for that, except to give you one gift. Trinity, you, the real you. Enter my brain. Attach yourself to my soul. I had a demon in me called Jerry, and there's a space. Please, come with me before I go into surgery, which is a euphemism.
I don't think I should do that.
Jerry appears in the entrance of the wing. And it's like, come on, like to you.
Trinity, I don't have much time. If I go,
Starts making his way over.
My mom says I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
I know, but I'm not a stranger, dear. Please listen to me. This is my last chance to save you.
Veronica kind of materializes behind
Mommy!
Trinity. Trinity, dear, don't speak to this woman.
Okay, Mommy.
No, Trinity, no.
I can't talk to you anymore, lady.
Trinity, no.
Let's go.
You're needed in operation.
Trinity, no. I'll never forget you. And she kind of like gets sucked through the operating room door, and it like slams in a weird supernatural way, and the curtains kind of puff outward like that, and the bird on the windowsill flies away, and the lighting in the room shifts from like bright white to like gray white, and everything is still.
See.
Wow.
Nice. Okay. We're in this dream too, I guess.
Stu's in a hospital bed.
I come over with Trinity.
Trinity.
You're normal here. Perfect. Hi, Stu. Shut up.
She's annoying again, dear.
I know.
Looks like Jerry's got us in one of his humdrum. He's using our own hospital bullshit against us. This is ridiculous.
How can we find him?
I think he came in as the chief of surgery, and he took the agent. He took Virginia Morte over to operation. I think he's gonna try to get back into her head.
All right, well, let's go get him.
And then Stu throws back his blankets and finds that he has no legs.
Ah!
Son of a!
He took your legs off.
He took my goddamn legs off.
What the hell are we gonna do now?
Any wheelchairs in this place?
And there's not a wheelchair to be seen. They're all.
Yeah, he's such a son of a bitch.
And then, like, oozing out of the floor, strangely, with, like, a glowing light, is the tandem bicycle. It just appears in the room.
It's that haunted weird bike we stole off of those two tourists.
Hey, Trinity, honey. Yes? Have you seen a dog? It's so nice. Shut, Trinity. Focus up. Have you seen a son of a bitch with blonde hair, strangely muscular features, talking to some lady with auburn hair and a...
Oh, I did. Yeah, they went that way. And then she points to like a glowing door off to the left.
But I feel like you shouldn't go in there. Oh, yeah, if I want to know what an 8-year-old thinks, I'll ask. All right, let's get out of here, Veronica.
Okay.
So they go through the door. And
Are we on the bike? Are we riding the bike?
Oh yeah, we're riding the tandem. You're holding me onto you're holding me onto the tandem bike because I have no legs. And then we go through the door, but we hear Trinity laughing.
What is she doing that for?
What's she doing that for? And then her eyes go red and her jaw hinges. And then the door opens and it's just a furnace.
A roaring hellmouth of death.
God damn it, Jerry pulled a fast one on us.
He pulled a fast one on us.
Turn the bike. Turn the bike.
But I can't do anything, and it's a tandem bicycle.
Yeah.
It requires 2 people. I don't have legs, so we just
Yeah.
we fall over, and then we tumble into
the flames.
hellmouth.
And I look back and I see little Trinity laughing.
Bye bye.
Scene. Okay. 35,000 years later, we're still burning in this crazy other dimensional. Like it was tumbling us out of the dream state and into this other dimension, this furnace, like this hell dimension, like the Impossible Beach, but a burning nightmare pool instead. We've kind of acclimated. We're sort of used to it now. We're constantly burning. You have no legs, so I kind of just like drag you around by your tie. And I go, okay, so we've tried everything else. I think we might be able to get out if we lure in some virgins.
How long are we gonna keep trying to get out of here?
What are you saying? We just call it quits? Just trying to enjoy ourselves?
I mean...
Let Jerry win? Let that son of a bitch Jerry win?
I know, Veronica, but it's been 35,000 fucking years. I'm tired.
I'm tired
I got
too.
no goddamn legs.
I'm tired too.
We might as well just fucking give up at this point.
And I can't believe I never thought of this before. Hang on. Some of my like spiders come out of my skirt and like attach themselves to your stumps like legs, and then you're like able to kind of like walk.
Oh, that's nice, sweetie. Thanks.
I can't believe I never thought of that.
I can't. 35,000 years you've
I
had
know.
those spiders.
I know. I never thought of it. All right. I guess we'll just make ourselves at home.
I guess we will.
And
And
so
just
this,
at that moment,
the second that we decide to be normal here, the entire plane shifts to this ice plane.
God
And we're like,
damn
God
it.
damn it! See,
wait, was that the end?
that's the end.
But we get to what we get
No,
to
we
do
have aftermath.
Yeah,
So-
the aftermath.
So everyone
Yeah.
take the dice that you have in front of you and roll them, and then subtract whichever lesser from the greater,
Okay.
color-wise.
I got 2.
2 white.
I have 0 total. 0.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's
Which is true.
Wait, am I not seeing one? Oh,
Five.
Evil.
Oh, I see.
5 and 5.
I couldn't see
Five.
that 3.
In the 5
So
by 5.
0. That's not good. What do you have?
A white 7.
Oh, that's pretty good. I got a black 5, and you got a what?
White 2.
White 2.
Oh, but you have
Okay.
to subtract it. So you have.
I subtract the smallest from the biggest. 10, 4, 7, white 7.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So we'll go down and just.
I see.
But thanks for checking.
So you
I
got a
thought
white
this was a
7.
3.
White 7, Jones. Is that
Yes.
what you had? Okay, so for you it is weak. Hey, you're busted, beat,
Weak.
and broke down, but at least you've learned a lesson
Oh.
about human greed and frailty, right?
Makes
It'll
sense.
serve you well in prison, which is probably where you're headed, or wherever. So tell us what happens to
Shlomo
Schmutzy.
Schmutz.
So yeah, because it was not established, Schmutz is also in the hospital. This crazy pseudo not real hospital that we're all
Yeah.
trapped in. Only Schmutz wakes up in the morgue, and wakes up and looks, and he's in a lab outfit, and he's got a checklist. And the checklist is printed on, it's on a clipboard, but it's printed on the old like dot matrix paper that just goes forever. That just like, it's just like a long chain. And he looks up and he notices that there's all the places you put the gurneys into all along the wall, you know,
Yeah.
4 vertically in rows, and it just goes forever, like the Matrix
yeah.
and the gun scene, just like, you can't see the end of it. And he like looks down at the clipboard and looks up at that, and then next to him is a doctor who looks like Jerry, but does not, looks like Jerry, but speaks as Mort Day. Has Mort Day's voice, but Jerry's body.
Oh.
And does not act like either of them. It's like a completely different persona. It's just like, we expect the work to be done by 4 p.m. And then like, just kind of drifts away. And he looks up at the clock, and it's 3:59. But the little hand, nothing's moving. There's no seconds or anything. And he just like, and he checks the list and looks at number 1 on the list. And number 1 is Trinity Stevens. And he like, oh. And he goes up and like, gets a little tag, writes Trinity Stevens on it, goes over to the first one, opens it up, puts it on the toe, closes it up, and then goes to the second one on the list.
Awesome.
What do I get with a 0?
Oh, well, 0, the worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative and don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere.
Yeah. Perfect. So Virginia has been subsumed by Jerry, and so she is actually in his mind now, not him in her mind. And she is the chief doctor at this awful hospital, and every day she's made to perform unnecessary surgeries where she excises totally perfect body parts from victims and just begs them for forgiveness, but they can't hear her because she's stuck inside Jerry. She can't say anything, and she'll be in Jerry's body, and he'll walk in and visit Schmutz, and she'll be yelling inside of Jerry's head, Schmutz, Schmutz,
I'm on body number 49.
try to wake up, Schmutz! And he can't hear her. And then the worst thing is that every day Jerry walks by the sealed ward where Trinity's unblemished portion of her spirit remains. And he just walks by and he opens a little secret window just for a second to peek in that she's still in there. But Virginia knows that she's not in hell. She's in Jerry, and that's the worst place she could be.
Well, would you have a 2 white?
2 white.
Merciless. You might not be dead on the outside, but you sure as hell are dead on the inside. The emotional or mental wounds you have suffered will never heal. The future is a brick wall.
Well, Stu and Veronica are trapped in this ice dimension, and now they know that if ever they acclimate to where they are, it'll get flipped upside down. So Stu lives in a constant state of dissatisfaction and anger, which I guess is not that different than where he was at the beginning. But he is particularly pissed off that Jerry won. and now he has spiders for legs. But the spiders have frozen, so
he can't move.
He can't really move. He's sort of just like a statue. And Veronica, will sometimes come and talk to him about stuff, but he's starting to get sick of her too.
I had a 5 black, which is rough. You're getting whipped like a rented mule for starters, and you will remember this episode for all your diminished days. The lesson you learn will be profound, lingering, and painful. So yeah, we're in this dimension. We're getting kind of tired of each other. It's been 40,000 years or whatever, and we know the game now. So if we ever truly acclimate, it changes, and we don't know if the next one will be even worse. But I've definitely been learning, and I've got. I haven't given up hope. I'm like trying to come up with a plan to get us out, because the fact that Jerry won is like pissing me off, and like. We were the one who threw him into a crazy dimension and basically gave him these powers in the first place. So, like, I know that there's got to be some way out, but I just don't know what it is.
Aww.
And if it takes forever, I'm going to figure it out,
Good for Veronica.
But everything sucks.
Yeah.
And don't we get, there was like a thing in the story that we got.
A special rule to
Special
try to
rule.
figure out the positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see what that, let's look
Just
what
something
that-
good that happened on this site in the future.
Yeah, so 35,000 years.
I like the possible idea of it being turned into an actual haunted house.
Oh, like for
I-
fun?
Go ahead.
I furthermore like the idea of the bodies being found by the owner inside in a bizarre comatose yet preserved state, and using them also as attractions. Like, so when you go through and you see like a person there, like they're like, wow, so lifelike, and like it's actually Agent Morday, forever encased in, some horrific expression.
And
But it entertains millions.
It brings joy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
Joy.
the most successful haunted house.
It makes the
In
town.
Connecticut.
It was going to go bankrupt. The town was going to go
Right,
bankrupt.
right.
Yep.
But now
Yeah.
this is such a huge
It
tourist
saves the
attraction.
town.
It saves the town.
they were able to open up another
The diner gets a whole new
feminist
parking lot.
bookstore.
feminist bookstores.
They do get a Trader Joe's, not just a Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the haunted house has effects that everyone assumes are pretend, but no one can explain.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really
The
successful.
fake blood on everything is amazing.
Yeah.
I want to say that when the house got converted to a haunted house, they found Trinity's remains, and she, in fact, once she got, her good part of her soul got kind of put into Jerry's demon state, the flesh body, like just sort of dissolved, and so they were able to put her to rest, and they created a scholarship.
All right.
Just
right.
for
I like
Trinity.
it.
Just for
No,
Trinity.
I love it. Yeah. Well, that was a bizarre one. Thank you, everyone, for being on it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching or listening to it. We're Easy Allies. Check us out on the internets. And we'll see you the last Friday of next month on another Fiasconauts. Bye.